Let me set that up.
Play our previous episodes, or like have a good vibes bumper going on or something.
I tried the bumper, but it's just like not. I didn't think it was that cool, but I'll do.
Okay, then you know what you need to do is you need to do it like The Office, where it boop boop.
I know.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm just happy to have the neon lights, the good vibes, the Star Wars. Well, we've been on vacation for 2 weeks. It's been too long, fellas. I've got too much to say, and you know what? It was well worth it.
I'm excited.
It was well worth it because, you know, Chris and Troy wanted to kill each other. We needed a break desperately.
Yeah, did we need a break? I feel like
we really did need a break. Like, y'all were ready to.
Well,
I couldn't get away. Like,
let me say.
I don't want to. Hey, listen. I don't want to throw salt in old wounds or open.
No, not at all.
A trinket. Okay, all right.
Let me open up something about me and Chris Bustos. Bustos is my family. He's one of my best friends on the universe. Like, I'm down. We're down for it. We're ride or die. But from day one, me and Bustos have competed against each other. We've tried to one up each other. It's just.
He's the only one.
It's a love thing, you know. It's me and Bustos. We're truly like brothers because we'll fight like there's no tomorrow, and people will think we hate each other. But give us 5-10 minutes, and we'll be calling each other, apologizing or saying my bad, bro. It's just the way it is.
That's cool, man.
It's just that kind of friendship. We just, you know, we have our good days, we have our bad days, but it's unconditional, you know?
Right.
You know, it is, if we have a bad day, we get over it. And that's what true friendship is.
Yeah.
In all truth. That's really what it is. When you can have a friend that you can disagree with and still come back and have that strong friendship, that's true friendship. That's really what friendship's all about, right? Because it's all great when it's sunshiny and warm, but when it gets dark and cold, you know, is that friend still going to be there? And the answer for me is you know.
That's right.
So yeah.
Okay, I like it. So
hey, by the way, is my fan? I got a fan out here because I'm outside. Is that messing with audio at all? Because I can change that.
No. You sound fine.
It sounds fine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But anyhow, so that's good stuff. Great, Troy. I will mark that for the books. So I know.
Yeah, we don't hate each other due to. I actually had a couple of people have asked me that in the past. Do you and Bustos secretly hate each other? And just
Did you find out what bedtime is? Yes. Okay.
Oh, okay. I was like,
what shoot. I was like, wow, that was scary for a second. I was like, wait a minute. God? What is that? That's myself.
Your voice is God?
No.
Wow.
I heard a voice that sounded like that of God, but all right.
But it was just myself. How go figure?
Yeah, I know. That's what I was alluding to. Yeah. So, yeah. Well, I am now in the driver's seat. Both fellas have left, and you are going to hear about an awesome weekend that I had. I was in the most magical place on earth. I was in California, but to be more specific, the land of Disney. And I went to Disneyland Adventure Park, and I went to Disneyland. And let me tell you, Disneyland Adventure Park is dope, man. You can buy alcohol there in that park everywhere. And I'm just going to put it out there. Disney Adventureland Park is probably better than any of the parks in Florida. I'm just throwing it out there. It was so cool, bro. It was so cool. And then I went to Disneyland, and you have to pay a little bit more, and I got the Genie Pass. But dude, it wasn't packed at all.
Oh, really?
It was amazing. It was amazing.
Wow. This is the weekend after Independence Day, so that's
correct. Yeah.
Maybe that's a little tip, a little secret for you guys out there.
Yeah. Let me tell you something.
Wasn't that busy?
It was not busy at all, bro. Like, we rode so many rides. Well, not my date, who was awesome. She is a Disneyland expert. She's from California, and she's awesome, man. And we went and we had a bunch of rides. Like, didn't need to get the Disney. We didn't get Genie Pass at Disney Adventure Park, but we did in Disneyland, and it was well worth it. And it was just magical, man. Like, when I tell you it was magical, I think it's really dependent on the company that you keep and if they're Disney down. And she was Disney down, man. And dude, it was such a great.
Like, I think we all have friends, right? Who are. Do you have any friend? Okay, I'll ask that way. Do you have any other friends who are Disney down in such a way that they go yearly, once, if not more than once a year? I have friends that go maybe 4 times a year, and they go to they go to the Paris one, and they go to the one. They go to all of them. It's insane.
Yeah.
They love it. They love it so much though, and it's a different experience every time they go. We have friends that go to Vegas, and it's the same thing. Like, they go to Vegas like almost once a year, and it's like a new experience every time somehow.
Yeah.
But there's so much to do, right?
Yeah. I've never been to Disneyland or Disney World or any Disney park. I will never go. I am a Six Flags guy. I like.
Oh, you're a Looney Tunes.
Okay. Yeah, it's a brand situation.
Definitely
brand loyalty.
But I won't go to any theme parks, or I won't ride any rides no more. Like, those days are over.
Okay.
You know, yeah, I gotta say, like, it's dangerous, man. You know, you gotta be in shape to ride rides. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Well, not even that. They've got rides that are still at like Disney and Six Flags that, like, especially Six Flags, that I rode when I was a fucking kid. Like, I don't give a damn how much maintenance you do on this ride. It's a 30-year-old ride. I'm done.
Now, isn't the Judge Roy Scream like well over 60 years old, 70 years old?
Yeah, but that doesn't run half the time anymore.
Really? Remember when they made it backwards and it was like, oh my God, it's backwards. Yeah. I'll tell you what, man, the first time I rode that, I was crapping a brick. Not gonna lie. Like,
the Judge Roy Scream?
Yeah, and then the Rattler came out. Oh.
Remember when they did that backwards? Yeah, the Rattler was in San Antonio. I think that's Fiesta, Texas.
Yeah.
That shit's scary. Cyclone. Texas Cyclone is scary.
Yeah, dude. I mean, all those rides, but...
You know, it's funny. I have a memory that was revealed to me as a child. I'm not good with heights, guys. To the point where I cried in front of my girlfriend and her friends who are in town from California on a Ferris wheel because it got really scary. It got really sketch, you know. Was
that recent?
It was pretty recent.
So that was the thing. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so yeah, it's pretty recent, man. And like, I'm terrified of heights. I was like, but I was feeling confident that day. I was in a safe place with some great people, and I'm like, I'm gonna give it a shot. I don't even hesitate. I walked right on that thing, but it's like a 20-minute to 30-minute experience because it goes really slow and it's huge. It's the one out in Grandscapes, and it was terrifying. But it all because of this experience that I had at Fiesta, Texas when I was a child. I got on the Texas Cyclone, and my what I thought was my brother screaming that there's cracks in the wood and we're gonna die, and me believing him. And from then on, I'm just terrified of heights and terrified of roller coasters. Come to find out, as I'm retelling the story at a party or something, my mom informs me that it was actually her that was telling me these things. That's why I believed them so much, because it was my mother who was telling me these things.
Golly.
And so I'm terrified of heights.
So I have a funny story. It's not me, but it's the funniest story in the world. It's my cousin.
Yeah.
We went to Houston Astro World, and my cousin's like you, Bustos. He's terrified of heights and roller coasters, and he'd never been on a roller coaster before.
Oh.
And so me, my mom and dad, and him went to Astro World, and my parents are different kind of people, and they think, well, if you're scared of something, you should face it dead on and do it to the fullest.
Mm-hmm.
My suggestion is we go on one of the smaller roller coasters first, let them get a feel for it, and then we do the big doozy. My parents, on the other hand, were like, hell,
just rip the Band-Aid off.
Hell no, we're going to the biggest, baddest mofo in this park, and we're going to do it. And so we did, and we waited in line, and we waited for a little while. We get to where it's our turn, and me and my mom get in, and my cousin wouldn't go.
Mhm.
Well, the guy was like, we gotta go, we can't wait, we gotta go. So my dad was like, just go. So we went, and we had a great time. We get off, and we come around the little, the walk down bridge after the ride, and we're looking for them, we don't see them. So it's not, oh, okay, well, maybe they went on the next one. So we waited a minute, and sure enough, next cart comes in, and here they come. And they come out of the little doorway, and I look at my dad, and my dad has got this horrified, disgusted, can't believe this happened look on his face. And my cousin has got this, I want to die face. And so my mom is kind of getting concerned, and she walks up to my dad and she goes, okay, what happened? And my dad looked at her without even stuttering or skipping a beat and goes, well, we got up there, thought everything was good. We dropped, and then he shit.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Oh,
no.
All over himself, came out of his shorts, all in his shoes.
Oh, in his
all
shoes.
over his socks.
Oh, la madre.
Hey,
all
dude's
over the
eating.
cart.
Dude's eating, bro.
My bad. I'm sorry.
And
But
we have
yeah.
our guest for the week. Devaney is here. Hello, Devaney.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Oh, that's a great story to come in on, Devaney.
Exactly, dude. I'm sure she's had her children poop, and
of course.
In
But-
can you give us a good poop story, Devaney?
Oh,
sorry. Oh,
no,
shit,
no.
I'm sorry.
How
I
about
didn't see
this?
Okay.
We're just hanging out. We're just talking about Jorge was sharing his Disney experience and how amazing that was. Have you ever been to Disney? Is that something the fam is into?
I went to Disney like when we lived in Arizona. We used to go all the time because it was a hop, skip, and a jump away. So we did our fair share. I've never been to Disney World, but hopefully one day I could be rich enough I could take the whole family.
That's exactly why I went to Disneyland. Hey man, I got the VIP experience. I bought like they were like $75. You get the best seats in the row. I was looking at all the other parents and tallying up all the kids. Easily $375 for a family of 5, and here I am getting for $150, and that's the way I was playing in my head. So heck yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, and then that's kind of how they lay those things out. Like the incentives just keeps on like hiking it up, but everybody does it, so you have to kind of be you have to play ball basically, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I wish you could go back like how it was, where you didn't have to pay to jump ahead, but even Six Flags is like that. We went to Six Flags last summer and there was jump ahead lines and you had to pay like a little extra fee to jump ahead. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, just stop with all the jump ahead. You already paid to get into the park.
Oh yeah.
Jumping
The
ahead,
fast passes
not
are
sitting
the
in
best.
line with your parents for hours for one ride is denying your children the experience of an actual amusement park.
That is
Totally,
true.
100%.
But I went to Hurricane Harbor with the fast pass, and that shit was dope. Because I literally walked up to the line and boot my thing, and it said, all right, come back in like 2 minutes. You come back in 2 minutes, you just walk right past everybody. And I was talking smack the whole time too, like, yeah, look at me, I'm out of here.
Oh man.
I guess I have to experience it to be able to enjoy it and like, talk positive about it. I'm just, I guess, a little sour, a little jelly.
Mm-hmm.
But with my family of 5, to just do that, I mean, I might as well just go to the beach and just sit on a chair and watch the ocean and watch the
I'm
waves.
with you. I got a family of 6. It's impossible. It's like ungodly expensive. We went out the other day for just hamburgers. It was $100. It was $100.
Insane.
Yeah, man.
God.
Insane.
Yeah, and it's like you got to think outside of the box when it comes to summertime, like things to do. Like we're already in the middle. I feel like in the middle. Is it the beginning still, or we're in the middle of summer?
It's the middle.
It's the middle of summer, right? So have we run out of things? Like how is it in the home fronts?
I feel like it's the like July is the beginning of hell. Like I think
It's
we
so
have
hot,
a
guys. Holy shit, it's so
pre-summer.
That's
hot.
the thing. It's not the
We got in the
activities.
car
It's the
and it was
activities you want to do
160.
outside.
Yes, it's been 107 degrees for like 3 days this week. It's just been absolute.
I mean, I'm not allowed to say that word.
Hey.
It's not good. It's
It's
special.
not good. Oh God, no.
Now everyone's
And
gonna know what you say when Chris beeps it out.
Where I live, the catastrophic events is that the cows have no hay to eat
Yes.
because we're in complete drought right now. And so y'all, your beef is gonna go up. I hate to say it, but I see front row here and it's bad. It's really bad.
But is that such a bad thing? Because beef is pretty bad. Like ever since I've switched over to chicken,
So you've done just chicken? I'm doing pescatarian right now, and I've been doing it for about a month now. So maybe I was just like, I was just feeling it. It was time to give it up.
Dude,
My daughter's
switching
a
over to chicken.
pescatarian.
Oh my God, dude! Like I've slimmed down so much. Like I'm almost afraid of beef now.
Well, humans are not supposed to eat red meat. It's
there you go.
scientific proof. Our bodies are not made for it.
Scientific proof.
Back in the day,
what are all the
But whatever.
Yeah, right. You have
red
teeth
meat. I was
for
saying
it.
red meat. I'm not saying meat.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Red
saying
meat. Red
beef.
meat. Yeah.
Red meat. Beef.
For me, it's the
cow.
emissions. It's
Cow.
the emissions. It's what it does to the environment.
Fart,
Like
yeah.
the way that we have. I mean, I think it's just adding to the chaos that we've already done. So I try to limit that as much as possible.
Did you know that
Wildlife isn't the problem. All the things that are not natural.
It's the
Like
the not
Your
natural
Kia Soul,
stuff. The methane.
Your cable TV.
The methane, though, it's a big problem. It is.
Did you know that
It's always been there. In fact,
beef?
it's less now.
Not to
than
the
history.
level that it is now, though. It's like the amount of cattle it takes to feed everybody. That's the thing. That's crazy.
Well, did you know beef used to be the high class meat, and lobster was actually the poor man's meat? It was
Wow.
actually very cheap and abundant. That's why it's so expensive now, is because major overfishing back in the day. But it used to be so easy to find and catch. That's why if you remember the movie Pete's Dragon, they actually lived in a lobster fishing town.
Oh, okay. And they were like destitute, right? They were pretty poor.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
They would, they weren't rich.
I haven't
They
seen
weren't
that movie,
poor.
man.
They
I
could
haven't
afford
seen it.
drugs to see imaginary dragons.
You haven't seen
Exactly.
Pete's
Or maybe it was
Dragon?
just fumes from working the coal mines or whatever he had to do.
No, it was from the methane.
It's from the methane from the cattle.
Jackass.
You've never seen
Whatever,
You guys are
man.
all out of your element.
No. I mean, I'm just, like literally there's so many documentaries to watch. Watch Food Inc., watch whatever I mean, they do talk about it, man. They talk about the impact that how we have to mass produce all this stuff. And so that causes people to have to raise cattle the way they do. And that is harmful for the environment. They've found ways to improve on that to where it's less impactful in a negative way. And that's awesome. But
Gas X and cow feed.
it's like,
So-
it's actually, they got to move them around. It's like they have to keep.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like a whole thing.
I'm interested to know what's Dean eating today?
Yeah. What are you eating today?
I'm eating apple slices with cashew butter.
Ooh. How's the health kick going? Like it's been still steady, pretty good.
I'm not cutting out red meat,
Yeah, that's true.
but I'm eating less of everything. I went to Hortata's.
Yeah.
Barbecue.
How'd it go?
It was amazing.
Yeah. We
Highly recommend. If anybody comes out this way, we'll go to dinner.
Heck yeah.
It was
I want to come.
Yes,
Yeah.
we talked
Next
about
time
it.
you come into
we talked
town,
about it. We're
go
excited. We
there.
want to try it out.
Hortadas.
it was very good.
Yeah.
The only thing that wasn't my favorite was the brisket.
Oh, really? I've heard that.
Everything
actually.
else was exceptionally good.
Was it too?
So it's
was
like
it
a
a
nitpick.
dryness for you?
I don't know.
was
The
it?
last time I had brisket was raised brisket, and that was
Oh
freaking
my
phenomenal.
god, it was so good. Amazing.
So that's what I always base whatever I'm eating.
Wow. Okay. So that's good. That's high praise for Ray's barbecue because Hurtado's is pretty renowned. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, the turkey was
They
awesome.
did
The
have some good
sausage was
brisket.
awesome. The ribs were amazing. The burnt ends were probably the best burnt ends I've ever had.
Whoa.
And then we got they had Mexican corn, or what they call
What's up?
friends.
Hey,
dude.
How's it
Good
going?
evening.
Nice.
Show them your
Yeah, I'm like checking out the apron. Oh,
that's
nice.
awesome.
Oh, dude.
Oh, is
that's-
that my buddy? I love
Is
that
it-
guy. That's
is
my
that-
buddy.
Is that Jesus?
That's
Yeah.
Jesus, bro.
I know.
Jesus.
Bowling
This-
Jesus.
this-
That's
That's
awesome.
the dude.
bowling.
It's
Yeah.
the antithesis
Yeah.
of the Jesus.
Yeah, right. He's just the dude, man.
Yeah, that's what your husband really is. He's like Jesus and the dude, like the best of both worlds. You know
That's
what I mean?
awesome.
They do have a religion.
Yeah, that's right.
Rock and roll.
Lebowski's.
Rock and
So-
roll is for-
Dean's been getting into fishing, and
Oh,
how's
yeah.
how's fishing been for you guys? How's that been?
Horrible. Absolutely
Yeah.
horrible. Like 7
Agreed.
feet down.
Oh no.
It's a
I
struggle.
can't find a good
Yeah.
spot.
Comment. It's such a sad subject. So thanks
Yeah.
for go crying to my pasta.
We're not inviting anybody over to our house until we have water at our lake.
Yeah.
It's really
It's a bummer.
depressing.
It's a bummer. Sure.
Yeah, yeah. I was
But-
talking to Rusty actually. He was having some issues with drought over there. They're in Georgetown now, and he was talking about having to make sure that trying to keep deer alive over there, like you were talking about with the cows. It's just been crazy with this drought.
Easy. I didn't think it was gonna get this dry, but
Hey, are you kidding me? With as many toilets in Collin County that are going up every day, I mean, it was only bound to happen. You know, with all the water, like
I
what's
didn't think
happening in
about that.
California? What's happening in California is going to happen to us. Like, where's all this water coming to flush the toilet? You know, so
You know,
Well, the thing is that we actually have
guys
rain here.
see that they closed Jacob's Well in Wimberley because of the algae bloom, because we haven't had any water. And so they completely closed off, no swimming. You could still like hike around there, but it's like, it looks really gross. I mean,
Whoa. Yeah.
bacteria overload is what we're experiencing here at the lakes, I guess.
That's
Boys, a
crazy.
good show.
Thank you, buddy.
thank you.
Hey, thanks, buddy.
Well, cool. Well, hey, listen, we want to remind everybody, Devaney is on. So if you have any type of astrology questions that you ever want to hear, make sure you dial it in. Our phone number is 469-340-0941. Once again, 469-340-0941. You will get a complimentary Devaney astrology reading. Those are very expensive,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen. She charges $79.99 an hour. And it comes with
Wow.
your very own. It comes up with your very own printout.
I was going to say that Devaney has a book about love and sex and astrology. She was just showing it just a second
Yeah.
ago. So now you can see what Uranus has to do with your sex life.
Nice.
Well, let me tell you, Devaney, I've been looking forward to this for a couple of weeks now. I did you get my date? Did you get the date that Chris sent? Did you send it over?
Oh yeah. I
Birthday
sent it.
date?
Yeah, birthday date. Yep. Mhm.
Yeah.
We're trying to find like okay, before we get into that, I want to ask, like, what are you just trying to reassure, or what insights are you trying to gain from this? Like, you just want to make sure compatibility is there?
I think I'm curious, you know, Devaney had, do you remember what you told me last time, Devaney? Did you have it written down, what you had told me about July cancers? Troy, do you remember?
Oh
There
yeah,
was something
it was
about-
like basically getting back to the swing of things. Like,
Okay.
you've been I think it was like you were kind of
I got
finding
screwed over.
yourself.
I got
finding
screwed over in my
yourself
last
again.
relationship.
Yeah.
And I'm
You're basically finding yourself again,
Yeah.
and you were getting back to your routine.
okay. Got it.
Well,
Okay.
here's the thing. You're a Cancer. Cancers tend to be very homey and like to retrieve into their very comfortable area, you know, especially if things are a little stressful. You try to, Cancers like to retrieve into their nest and, you know,
Yeah.
kind of
Mhm.
disappear for a while. But Y'all are very social creatures as well and very loyal. So you do find somebody, you're all about it 110%. So, but yeah, it was more on Taurus because we did it was a Taurus season.
Yeah,
horoscope,
right.
But since it is Cancer season,
yes.
going to here.
Yay.
I'm going to give you your personal.
What up?
Your personal for the day.
That's right. Because I'm on the cusp, so I'm part of the Cancer crew, also part of the Leo crew.
But this is like for more Troy and
traditional Cancers.
Yeah.
Cancers of the show. Cancers of the show. Right? Yeah, you could say that. You could say that. Another way of saying that.
Yeah. So I was born on July 1st and Troy on July 3rd. We just celebrated birthdays.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Troy.
Congratulations, guys.
Yeah. Troy, you celebrated the big
41?
Yeah.
41.
41, yeah.
Both of y'all. Look at you.
41.
Okay. Are you guys ready?
Yes, let's do it.
There's
okay,
a
hold on a
lot.
second. I got it. Hold on a second.
Ooh,
All right.
okay.
So we're talking about Cancers first. I'm gonna write this down. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe you should record me. Okay. The
You got it.
We are recording. Okay. Never mind. The sun represents your will and purpose, your sense of vitality, and your evolving higher self. In Cancer, it is a cardinal water sign and rules the stomach and breast. Cancerans are nurturing and protective of others. Your ruling planet is the moon, and you tend to be moody with constantly changing emotions. Do you feel that?
Yes, I am.
Yep.
You're also likely to be security conscious and highly value your home life, like I said. You may appear passive and tend to rely on your feelings to make decisions. You are subtle rather than direct, and you are likely to reflect the moods of those around you, like the empathy, Troy.
Yes.
You may be involved with the past in some way because the sign of Cancer, the sign of nurturing, protecting, and sustaining, is strongly tied to the past and the principle of karma. You tend to collect the residue of past experience and hold on to it, allowing it to color present activities and lead you to instinctual action. Rather than allowing yourself to be driven by your changing moods, you benefit from shedding the light of conscious reason on your habitual patterns and focusing on your true goals. So far, are we good?
Oh, yeah. Dead on.
Okay.
It's funny. I was just talking about this yesterday with my therapist. It's hilarious.
All right.
You're so right. I love it when you come on.
You enjoy the intensity of the human animal. It is your nature to marry sensitive perception with experience. Through your understanding of your inner self, you easily perceive the motives of those around you. You penetrate every variation of deep emotion in order to confront your own nature. You partake in the sacred and secret relationships between yourself and the world, like family. You love family, like family is huge for you.
Fucking
Through merging with
huge.
others at the depths of human experience, you investigate your own emotional desires. You are very aware of fathomless human needs through your deep knowledge of the instinctual level of interrelation and the fear of loss or death. Your aim is to manifest yourself in order to experientially manifest the cycles of death and rebirth from within your own inner world. You benefit when you experiment with and confront your fears and insecurities in healthy ways, around people who support your need to grow intensely in order for you to maintain an ever-expanding boundary of security. The end.
Nice. All right, cool. Excellent.
Wow.
Someone is going to watch that and hopefully really enjoy that.
No,
Thank
and
you.
it's amazing.
I love that because I feel like this is that place that she's talking about. This is your safe place. This is where you've been able to work some shit out and get back to yourself, and it's awesome.
I think
Talking
I'm a
about the
Cancer.
show.
This is your home.
Yeah, this is the base. Well, yeah, I
show?
returned home.
Yeah.
It's almost like, I didn't talk to y'all for a long time, and then now you came back. You know, I
But
found
George,
myself.
between you haven't seen the guys and everything, you were involved in other male group activities, right? Like you had a
Oh yeah, I was in a
friendship.
fraternity. Yeah.
So That's still family. That's still very, you still
Yeah.
do with your siblings. You go on trips with your family. I see on Facebook you love the family life. So I know that is very much a big part of your.
Yeah, it's my being. Yes.
Yeah.
And so, what does it say for this month? Or was that the month? Were you describing it, Kent?
Yeah, that was Cancer season.
That was
Okay,
your
that
cancer.
was everything. That was
Okay.
That is
Okay.
basically-
Gotcha.
That is the
realm.
cancer for the month. But
Got it. Gotcha.
do
Okay.
you want to know about your sexy traits as
Yes.
a Cancer?
Yeah, sexy
100%.
traits.
Tell us about Uranus.
Yeah. Let's get with like.
But
Yeah.
no, while she's looking that up though, that she said something that really kind of resonated with me because I was thinking about that the other day. How lucky we are in our friend group, to have be able to talk to each other and hang out and do those things. Because I think that it's rare to have friends as long as we've known each other and to stay friends, because being a friend changes like as you get older, right? Like as an adult male, as an older male or female, like where we at or in our age, it's hard to make friends sometimes, right?
right.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
they
Oh,
always
God,
say
yeah.
friends are seasonal. Usually friends are supposed to come in for a season or two or, for several seasons. But if you have a lot of things in common with your friends from when you were kids, there's no reason to not keep on going and having this friendship till you're in your golden years. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we're as a community, I know like the whole COVID situation made us completely dormant and inside. But as a human race, we are not supposed to live like that. Like we're supposed to be in a social situation every day. Like we're supposed to talk to people every day, communicate with people every day. So the phone usage is, I'm afraid for my children's generation because
I feel that. The only person I talk to on the phone is my therapist. Legit. And it's so strange because like I talk, that's the only person I talk to on the phone. It reminds me of being a kid sometimes because that's what only
You talk to me on the phone because I don't like texting you.
You want to know what's funny is that, when I was courting this lovely lady, texting is what a lot of folks do, right? And
yes.
After a date, I picked up the phone and called her, and it was, man, let me tell you something. You want to talk about a heart? Well, first I had texted her, right? And then she didn't text back. And so I was like, you know what? I'm driving. I'm going to call her. So I didn't know if it was like a double, like, oh my God, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should have been patient because she's really cool. And anyhow, so I get to my final destination, which was having dinner with my boss and a counterpart. We were in San Antonio, and I politely informed my boss, hey, listen, I might be getting a phone call. And, sure enough, while we were having a dinner, she called back. And that was awesome. She even thanked me for calling her. And it was to your point, Devaney, it's uncomfortable to these kids to hear a human voice. But I'm going to tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen, that you should call. You should pick up that phone.
Yeah.
That's all.
No, absolutely.
You should send a text first and say, hey, can I call you?
Yes, that's good.
I
That's good to do
hate
that. That is
text.
great. That is great.
I hate texting. I love calling. My friends hate me because I call them before
That's
I
true.
text them.
You do call.
It's true.
I
I do
call.
hate you because you do that.
Dean, I wouldn't expect nothing less.
I like the can we FaceTime text because
I like that too.
FaceTime call out of nowhere, I'm not answering.
Yeah.
Who knows what's going on behind it? Like
That's so true.
So I usually do a little text like, can we FaceTime?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
No, yeah, I do that. I think checking in is great. And then and then saying, if you need that, if that's something that you love in a relationship, like, hey, I love to like have a call, like a phone call throughout the day just to see what you're doing. That's awesome just to say that and then be like, cool, I'll do that. I like doing that. And that's kind of what me and Ashley do. Like she told me she's into that. And I'm like, cool, I'll call you. Yeah, I don't mind doing it. And then we have, great conversations throughout the day. And I think that's something that's really helping me out too.
If anybody wants to hear my voice, they can listen to the podcast.
It's like driving for you. You're not gonna waste the energy on a phone call.
I call if I'm driving because I can't text.
Yeah,
that's it.
I love
my
texting
car's so
too.
loud, no one can hear me anyway. So
Yeah, and then for me,
I
it's
just call
like the
people,
earbuds. I
it's
don't
like,
have
hey,
good
will you call me? And
earbuds,
I'll call
and
them.
so I'd rather text personally. Also,
I'd rather call.
I'm a good
It's
texter
so
too, and I
much-
like using GIFs. I like all that stuff.
Okay.
It's so
okay.
much easier for me to call and have a 5-minute conversation of hey, but
Yeah, yeah.
Then hey, what you doing?
I
Wait.
misinterpret a lot. I misinterpret a
Oh
lot.
yeah,
Like,
that's what you're doing. Like you
Yeah.
gotta wait for
Okay.
a conversation
Yeah.
on text.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could either read too much into a text or not enough,
Mhm.
and
oh yeah.
That's
that
what
Yeah,
emojis are for.
exactly. There's no
Yeah.
emotion in the text.
There
There's
is.
no
That's what their emojis are
emotion.
for.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, when I was talking to her, like the first thing I wanted to do was like, I just gotta meet her, you know,
Yeah.
like I have to meet her before anybody else does because I know for a fact everybody's wussing out. So
Well, I think that's awesome that you're so excited about it, and it's a good start. And that's 2 for 2 Facebook that I know of, right?
Well,
Yeah.
are you talking
Facebook
about it?
dating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I met
Jorge.
Ashley.
Jorge,
Facebook
my
dating.
dude. Like straight up, you
Really?
send me those
Oh,
pictures.
hey.
You send me those pictures, and bro, let me tell you something. Like the
Easy?
energy's perfect. The energy's perfect. Like
Okay,
no,
okay.
no, bro, no, hell no. It's
Easy,
good.
Yeah,
easy.
Good.
well, yes, yeah, she
No,
is pretty
bro,
gorgeous. Yeah.
hush. I like this is Troy being real, and I'll get real, and I'll
Yeah.
talk about this a lot. But this is what I do, and I read it when you
It's
send
true.
me those pictures.
Yeah.
I read it. I read her to see if she was good. You're good, bro. She's a good person.
Yeah.
You can tell her energies. Her aura is a bright yellow, which is good.
Oh my God, what is going on right now?
My bad. My bad. I've said too much. But yeah,
Okay.
bro, if you want, hey, talk to me off air, and I'll
Yeah.
tell you everything you want to know.
Yeah, yeah.
Libras are very charming. Libras, my best friends are Libras usually. Like as much as I love Cancers and Geminis, Libras always have my art. I've never met a Libra that I haven't liked. And yeah, so
And
is
you
she-
match, Jorge. You
Is
go
she
together.
Is she Latin?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't want to
Very
speak too
Latin.
much. You know, I want to respect privacy.
For sure,
Right.
for sure.
Fill in the
Yeah.
emphases, but
But I
yeah.
That's what that was your preference, and I just want
Yeah.
to make sure that
Yes.
if you're manifesting all of these things, that
Yeah.
it's what you want as well as what you need, because
Yeah.
you in your heart you need a Spanish girl. So
Yeah. No, man, it's a really
Yeah,
fun
you're
time,
good,
exciting
bro.
time. Yeah, it's a really fun, exciting time. So
I'm excited for you.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Be
thank
happy. Enjoy it, bro.
Yeah.
I
Enjoy
have to
that
talk
shit.
off air too, because I've got a lot of personal questions that I know I just can't just spit out on camera.
yeah. Hey, I'm an open book, and I appreciate your words of wisdom. So I don't want to hog up the astrology. So
No,
I
yeah,
guess-
let's get into it.
who
Well-
else?
We already got into it.
No, she had something lined up. Remember, she was looking up something.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What did you look up?
I'm going to talk about how Cancers perceive sex.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
In a broad spectrum, because it's from the book. And
Yeah, right.
this woman that wrote this book, her name is Annabelle Gatt, and she was born and raised in New York, and she loves astrology despite not being able to see many stars in the city sky. She certified by the International Society for Astrological Research. So
Nice.
I believe what she says.
I love
Okay, so Cancers may appear shy, but don't be fooled. They're very much enjoying pursuing their crushes and like to take charge in relationships. Cancer may be the homemaker of the zodiac, but they are incredibly freaky. They're intrigued by power and domination in bed, so ask them how they feel about BDSM.
Okay.
Hell no.
Yeah.
We're not into it.
Hell
I mean, no.
You ain't tying me up. You ain't locking me up. You ain't
Yeah.
slapping me up. Nothing.
You're not putting
Ain't no
anything.
chain.
You're supposed to be in the
Yeah.
other position, bud.
More-
For the female
there's-
Cancer, not
there's
the
two
okay.
sides
all right.
to the
Yeah,
spectrum.
you're
I'm the male
doing the-
Cancer. That's the female. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
these things. Okay. They like
It's-
messy sex.
That's fucking
Is that
gold
what
right there.
you guys like messy sex? You like
What?
when you go down on your
Oh,
female, you're like
Wait, what? Did
Har,
we
har,
just get triple X up in here? What,
It's
Yeah,
not triple
yeah.
X. She's
Yeah.
speaking like a professional. It's fine. It's very professional.
What did you say? I heard
Messy sex. She said, "Did you like messy sex?" Is what she said.
messy.
Yes,
Oh,
we're
I
all
thought I
adults.
heard
We're having an
something
adult
else.
conversation.
Well, isn't sex
I
just
thought I
messy in
heard
Some of
something
general?
your favorite conversations, Troy. So like,
Like,
I mean, isn't it just
noisy.
yeah.
Yes, I love noisy, loud, passionate.
Passionate
Yes.
sex. Great.
Okay.
Okay.
Great word.
Highly emotional people, cancers find sex to be deeply transformative act. It's a physical expression of love that not only brings them closer to their lover, but also helps them process the many complicated feelings they experience. It's a chance to relax, tune out the outside world, and connect with their partner or with themselves through,
Yeah.
which is an experience for them.
That's awesome.
Yeah, just call it the no pants dance,
I
okay?
guess that's fine. I mean, come on. Like, we're
Yeah, it's awesome.
40-year-old.
Practicing
You're
our
40 years
open.
old. You're 42 years old.
Yeah,
41,
I'm married
41.
too, so like
Yeah.
I'm making
Yeah, no,
love to
this
my
is awesome.
wife.
Oh,
You know what I'm
Is
saying?
this
So
true? For
Oh, go
turn-ons, is this true? Is
Okay.
this true? Do you guys like big boobs and little boobs, perky butts and giant butts, calves?
I like giant butt. Yeah,
beach
I mean big butt.
buzz?
well, it's ironic because my wife is standing right here and I'm gonna say it right in front of her.
Mhm.
I like big old booties. On my wedding day, with all the family sitting in the room, I dedicated a song and I gave a big speech and I dedicated a song to my wife. And I was like, I love my wife and this song is for her. And it was I Like Big Butts by Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Nice.
Yeah, boy. So yes, ma'am, I love them big booties. I like some boobies
So-
too, but
so-
them booties is where it's at.
So cancers love curvy bodies. That's what they. That's what.
Yeah, that is absolutely 100% accurate.
Mhm.
Yeah, like you're not gonna have a very wafy, thin, twiggy type of.
Absolutely not.
Crabs
No,
have a
ma'am.
fantastic imagination, and this translates to the bedroom as well. You guys get whimsical, whether. Wait, hold on. I have to read this before I say.
Oh
it
yeah,
out.
yeah. I can see these guys being very whimsical in the bedroom.
Oh, geez.
I don't know what
Answers-
that means. What whimsical? What I'm wearing costumes and shit and like saying princess?
Do you role play? Do you role play? Do you guys talk dirty? Oh, okay. Well, you've been
I
married
role
a long
play.
Dirty
I talk
talking.
dirty.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
There you
I'll
go.
be dirty talking.
Yeah, I'm
So
sure.
that's a picture. Okay.
Yeah.
All
I mean,
right.
come on, just listen to me. You know I love that.
Submissive cancers, if you're submissive, enjoys being teased,
Mhm.
both in the sense of being, I don't know, humiliated,
Mm.
as
Hell
well as orgasm control.
Yeah. So I think the humiliation is just like dirty talking, but in a very specific way.
Okay,
Yeah.
can you give us an example?
Yeah, like some people like to like humiliation like would be like making fun of your member. Maybe.
Okay, give me an
Yeah.
example. Like, just we'll bleep it out.
Yeah, like
Just-
whatever.
just-
You know what I'm saying? Like, you
I
know,
don't-
that's like a whole genre of porn even is like humiliation.
Well, I
Or
said,
like, call me a dirty redneck. You know, like
wait,
that-
I said
that
it
kind of
on the TV show Alan. There's like, there's a spoof of me, like a retake, and I was trying to get somebody mad on the show, and I said, "You have a small penis."
Oh God. Oh
I
man.
don't know if I had a small penis or not, but I thought that would make
God. Yeah. That would make somebody cry. I don't know if that would make them,
Some
like,
people
more
like that stuff.
turned
That's the
on.
thing. Some people have different kinks.
Okay. All right. So be it.
I don't know about the size, you know.
Yeah, we are not judging anybody. We are not
I
judging
am.
anybody.
No, we're not.
I'm joking.
it's not about the
I'm
size.
joking. No, I'm joking.
Turn-offs. Want to hear some turn-offs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Passionate makeup sex is fine with the crab, but if you pick a new fight while you're under the sheets, don't expect to ramp up the energy. Is that true?
Yeah.
Who
Isn't
does
true?
that, right? I've done that.
Oh, I like
Of course you have.
I know.
Of course you
I
have.
know it's the worst mistake of my life. Getting upset and getting mad during that act is not cool.
Why? Why would you do that? That's just hurting you as well.
Yeah, it was not.
But
It was
but
just.
it's totally
I was
you.
younger. I was very young, and I was just like really. I hadn't addressed my mental health, and I was not in a good mental health space at the moment, and I fucked up.
Yeah, it was totally you though. I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
But you're
Yeah.
so
You
are
learn,
like-
you learn, like you learn, you live, you learn, like you make mistakes in life, that's just one of those things that happens,
Absolutely. And you're giving me Michael McDonald vibes so hard right now.
Oh my God. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I do love the shirt today. I love the Hawaiian.
It's summertime,
shirt.
bro. So it's summertime, man.
You guys all look great.
You do too. You look amazing.
Yeah, you look great.
you.
Thanks for coming on the show. We really appreciate it.
I'm so happy to be here. I wasn't happy this morning. Our basketball goal got stolen.
What?
And
Who steals a whole basketball goal?
Yeah, damn, that's some man. They was trying hard.
That's crazy.
I felt violated this morning. Let's just put it that way. But I'm in a
That-
better spirit now that I'm talking with you guys.
Oh.
Can't be
Well,
touchy unless it's during a consensual scene. So don't criticize them even playfully. If you're hoping to have sex soon, you look a little bloated is definitely not an opening line to leave.
Yeah, I don't know if I would do that at all. Period.
No.
No, I would never tell a girl that hey, you look kind of bloated.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know. Like
Some people do that. What was that show where they don't get to see the people that, and they're trying to make connections, and they try to end up marrying somebody, but they don't see them, and they're in this cube, and they just hear each other's voices.
Oh, Love at First Sight.
Yeah, something like that. It's one of these really cool shows. The second
Love is
season,
Blind.
Love is Blind. Yeah.
Love is blind. Yeah.
And this guy started asking questions before he could even see these women. He was asking questions to try to find out how much they weighed, like very specific
What?
questions. Like, so yeah, if we were like at a concert and like I would try to put you on my shoulders, would it be hard? Stuff like that. And like all the women were like talking to each other and like, this guy is the biggest asshole on the planet.
oh my God.
Also, that show is stupid. All those people
Yeah.
on the show are ridiculously good looking.
Yes.
Oh no!
Yes.
I'm matched with someone that I don't find attractive, but the rest of the planet does. 'cause
Right.
I'm watching
Do a
them
mo-
for
do a
19
majority of the-
episodes.
Holy
Do a
crap.
majority of the
break.
people.
Yeah.
Do a majority of the people that look at your face, do they like it? Like, is that the kind of questions they ask?
Is it right? Like just ridiculous questions like that. And it's like, man,
You know what I'm sick of? People telling me all the time I'm too good looking.
it's like Derek Zoolander type shit.
Yeah, it's just boo. You know what's annoying? Being just ridiculously good looking.
Get over here.
Does your face scare small children?
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Like, I guess somebody would do that though. Like that type of dude would try to make a comment and then be like, all right, now it's time to have sex.
Hey,
You
well,
can't do that shit.
Well, remember the pickup artist used to do that or something?
Oh
He
yeah,
like
you were
to-
talking about that, like that book that guy wrote.
Well, he had a show and he looked like the Mad Hatter.
Right.
And he would just like pick on a girl about something, and I'm like, dude, I don't know if that's I guess that's like 2006 when that show came out.
Yeah.
That's how long ago it came out.
I think that's a good point. Like the progress that we've made as a culture, that has changed the way that you can like that way dating is now. Like you have, yeah, absolutely. I think you have to be, if you're one of those type of dudes, like, is there a place for those type of people in the world anymore?
I don't know,
Yes.
man.
Yes, there
Perhaps.
is.
Yeah.
And it's dating the women who have low self-esteem.
Yeah, because there are women
Put up
that
with
like dudes that are mean to them, and I don't understand that. I never have.
I thought there's like more apps for like hooking up instead of dating. I thought like this was like
If that's what you're looking for specifically, you can do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But I think is that part of it for those type of people though, to instead of go that route and go with somebody who's expecting that or maybe even wants that, and then instead going for somebody who's looking for something different and then doing that. Is that part of it? I wonder.
I mean, let me tell you something. Being compatible now more than ever, oh my gosh, and having the same interests.
Yeah.
I think that when you start checking off boxes is more is better than a pickup line, than any pickup line, you know?
Oh, 100%.
Because I commented on her photo about something very, very specific that she is into.
Boobs.
Okay, edit that one out. Okay, here we go.
I have one more page.
Not a
You
chance.
Tolerate me to read one more page about a Cancer dating a Libra.
Oh yes, please. I think he wants to know a little
Yes,
bit more
yeah.
of that. That's like,
Okay.
yeah.
You want to know the compatibility
Mhm.
aspect.
Yeah.
They're both looking for something very different than what the other typically has to offer. However, when they both think the other is hot, what are they going to do? Cancer is usually most attracted to people who are realistic, practical, and grounded. And while Libra can certainly be these things, it's not what you'll first notice about them. Cancer would be wise to get to know Libra beyond their stylish demeanor. Cancer might be cautious, but that doesn't mean they don't make snap decisions about people. When Cancer gets to know Libra, they'll be surprised by how at home they feel with them. Libra is searching for a partner who is strong, confident, straightforward, and fiery. They're looking for a spark. Cancer's comedy demeanor isn't what Libra expects to fall in love with either, but once they get to know the crowd better, they find that Cancer is someone nurturing and protected, which they love. Cancer too helps push Libra towards their professional goals, and Libra can always use a cheerleader. There's a side to Libra that can be a little vain, and indeed, Cancer is certainly someone they love having on their arm at parties. Their home is filled with antiques and beautiful objects, and their bedroom is a soothing place where they can retreat to forget about their day and enjoy each other's company. Their sexual energy is magnetic and also filled with a degree of tension, so sparks fly in the bedroom.
Yay!
Excellent.
That is what I have on Cancer and Libra.
All right. So everybody knows.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
That's awesome.
You're welcome.
Heck yeah. Well, let's just get
Well,
let's go
sorry
ahead
to
and
say
get
the star state's just not going to work out for you.
Yeah. Sorry, buddy.
Sounds like a real
But
bust.
you heard that stuff, Matt. That's all wrong. They're completely compatible. They just
100%.
can't play games.
I'm just
They're-
giving.
Yeah,
my
I'll say
They're
this.
just
I
teasing.
am not a game liker, man.
Yeah.
I think
Good.
like, dude, and when I say games, I'm talking like Get Out, and then you do Get Out, and then they're like, "We'll come back," and I'm like, "What? You just told me to get out." Like it's so terrible. I'm so past all that. I think we
Yeah.
all are at some point in age.
Yeah, totally. I think being genuine and being honest is the way to go. 100%.
Really sarcastic.
And your sex is going to be good no matter what. So
There you go. There you go.
It depends.
I'm
All
going
right.
to be real with you
Depends.
guys.
Would you
When
like that?
Jason and I got back together, we were more friends with benefits than anything, and then became like a relationship because I already had Ethan, and I was thinking I was never going to have another relationship in my life. I was never going to have sex again for the rest of my life. And when Jason came back into my life, it was just like something like, "Hey, do you maybe want to?" And no strings attached. And he wound up falling for me first.
Ooh.
And
And then
And then
the
no
rest
one
is
then.
history.
The rest
And
is
well, no,
history.
well,
the rest is history.
let me ask you this. So a dude's courting you, right? And obviously, you know, any guy, okay, pretty much, you know that they're into you, right? And so I think like as a woman, right, your job is like you're picking them off and you're trying to see what traits you're going after. So can you talk a little bit more about, you knew he was falling for you, but you at one point were not there yet. And then what was the trigger?
Yeah, because I mean, like for months, I didn't even bring him around Ethan. I thought this was just going to be like, he was in college, his parents were selling their Allen home. I thought he was going to move out with them. Like, I really didn't expect it to be real serious. I thought, oh, this would be the only way that I could get my rocks off at 19 years old. So, yeah. There was something in me that made him like, wah.
Yeah.
And then when he finally met Ethan was an amazing baby, and he fell in love with him. And when Ethan was like, Dada,
Yeah.
it really
That's pretty-
melted his heart. So
That's pretty amazing because I was not anywhere near there at that age. And I mean, shoot, I'm 41 and I still don't have any children. So to see the maturity in that choice, I mean, that's big, man. So props to him.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
know.
He's
I
the
know.
coolest.
The
He's
coolest.
fast.
Coolest.
But I had a little hand in that too, you know.
Yeah.
I want to toot my own horn, but I kind of do.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I really hope I hope you find true love, Jorge. You deserve it.
Thank you.
Deserve it so hard. I mean, you're a great guy. So
Appreciate it.
whether it's the young lady that's in your life right now or someone down the line, make sure that they are deserving of you because you're a total package. So
Appreciate that. Appreciate
And
that.
I will say that dating does suck.
Mhm.
Yeah, it does.
I've heard horror stories.
You
Yeah.
had horror stories. bro.
Not that bad, really.
Yeah.
I had a small glimpse of the dating world, and it wasn't as bad as everybody says. As long as you're
You were
go-
terrified of
as
it,
long,
though.
I was scary. It was very scary. But you got to go out there with an open heart and just be open to the universe and just be like, when I find it'll just make sense to me when it happens, and that's what happened, man. You just got to lead with your heart.
yeah. And you and Ashley are glowing.
Ah, so much
5,000.
fun. Yeah,
Oh
it's a
my
blast. We're having a blast. It's amazing.
Yeah,
Like,
that is.
It's
It is pretty cool.
infectious, Chris.
Yeah, we just had our
Really-
first year anniversary. We went to the Omni and had an amazing
Y'all
time.
have already been together for a year?
Yeah, well, our first
Wow.
date was July 5th last year in McKinney Square, and yeah, and the rest so far.
Great
is-
place.
Yeah, dude, you fell hard, bro.
Yeah, I think it was just like,
Oh, not at first.
I was just very cautious, very, very cautious at
Yeah.
first because it's new. I was still getting over my feelings for my last relationship. It was such a long relationship, such a huge part
Yeah.
of my life. It took me a long time to kind of like mourn that.
Yeah.
And still be open to getting to know her and getting to be able to trust somebody again, and then just have, like you said, compatibility. There's a lot of checks that we both mark off of each other's lists, and we have a lot in common, and we have a lot of fun together, and yeah, everything just felt right, and so it made that transition way easier. And this is just life now. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's dope.
Hell
Appreciate
yeah.
it.
So,
Look at what my husband.
Ooh, what is Debbie?
Oh
Nice.
my God.
Beautiful.
That
Oh,
is
hey.
beautiful.
What happens when you have the correct
This is
apron?
why on this side.
Oh
Hey,
my
no,
God.
that's a beautiful plate.
Nice.
That's
That
delicious.
is awesome.
You're eating pasta too, Troy? Is that true?
Yeah, I had noodles and chicken. What's the cheap ass noodles called?
Ramen?
Ramen.
Ramen?
Chicken ramen, like authentic chicken ramen, as my wife calls it.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that. Beautiful,
Some
beautiful.
fresh chicken, and so we're gonna start this puppy.
To all the haters and naysayers out there who said we'd never make it to episode 99, well, we did it, baby. Woo!
You're listening to Good Vibes with Chris, Dean, Troy, and Jorge. We're up in the DF Dub. We are recording this from Allen, Plano, and Little Elm, Texas.
Fuck the naysayers, they don't mean a thing.
That's right.
On this week's episode, we have
Beautiful. I love that. This is episode 99, guys. We are on the precipice of 100. Holy crap.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. It's insane. That's a huge number, but we're there. We're at 99. This is episode 99. Dean is pulling up the quote of the day so we can get that going, and we'll have so much more in the show. We have 3 of a kind. It's gonna be best villains. We have cool story, bro. We have we'll pick our new movie of the week because, again, technicality issues. We were gonna watch Inner Space, but it got booted off Tubi because you got to catch them fast on Tubi. It's free. It's
No.
great. It's a great. We've seen it.
I saw it yesterday.
I saw it
It's on
too.
It wasn't on TV when I went on there yesterday.
Well, maybe it's a different area. I don't know how that works. But anyway, we'll
it's a
get to
great
it.
movie.
It's a great
For whoever-
movie. We can get into it. I think so. We'll talk. We'll get into it a
That's
little
fine.
bit.
All right. Here's the quote of the day.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
Because this is Devaney is our guest. It is star related.
Love it.
So the quote is this: Not only do we live among the stars live within us.
I love that.
That is a Neil deGrasse Tyson quote. So it's scientifically based from his book, Death by Black Hole and Other Cosmic Quandaries.
That is so metal.
Well,
It's because I mean, all the matter, all the stuff that makes up the whole universe is all
within us.
We're all
the same.
Same junk.
Pretty soon we will all be matter.
That's right. Stars are in
That's
us.
so racist to say.
Oh,
that all matter matters. All matter matters.
All matter matters.
All matter matters.
That's crazy.
Well,
do we do the fact of the day after that?
Yeah. You got a fact for us?
Just hit us with one fact.
One fact, bro. No choices. You choose. You choose.
Oh.
Excuse me.
Okay, I got it. I like this one. This was good-hearted since we were talking about being old and shit, nostalgic. Did you know that Mr. Rogers always mentioned out loud that he was feeding his fish every episode? And he did this because a young blind viewer once asked him to do so. She wanted to know that the fish were okay.
Oh,
yeah, that's cool. You know, I once was at a summer camp and there was a child who was blind, and I'd always disguise my voice. You know, I'd be like, "Hello there, Jeffrey. Can you find Mr. and sometimes I would stump him, man. He'd be like, "Who is that? Is that you, Mr. Becerra?" I'm like, "Dang it, you got me." Hey, but sometimes I would get him. He's like, "Who is that?" I was like,
and you were like a counselor in this situation?
I was a terrible counselor.
That's so rad. I never even got to go to camp in my life. I've talked about it on the show before, man. That's awesome. You were a camp counselor?
Yeah, but I mean, it was for the city. Like, it's not like they were sleeping in bunk beds and stuff, you know?
Oh, they just like summer camps. They come, they hang out there in the daytime and then go back home.
Exactly.
Cool. Community center situations. That's dope. Well, we throughout the summer we've been talking movies, man. You've provided me with some pretty good reviews. I would like to do the same for you because a great movie came out this weekend. If you hadn't had a chance to go see Thor: Love and Thunder, it is absolutely amazing.
Woo!
Good.
Yeah, right. Have you seen it yet? Did you get a chance yet?
I don't know if I can. I'll just be like, I don't know if I should be gawking at.
They show his ass. I'll just say that. They show his ass. His ass is on the screen.
Can you see a little bit of frontal from the back?
You don't see no frontal. You just see the ass.
Can you see back frontal?
You can't see back. You can't see it from the front. You can see it from the back.
Does it look like this?
What about Natalie?
Oh, amazing. She had an absolutely amazing, she's gorgeous. Yes. Amazing performance. Taika Waititi is the director. And I love what he's done.
You watch it?
Yeah, I got to see it, man.
I got to see it Thursday night.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
So good.
Great movie.
Is it so far number one? Is it so far number one in the summer?
I didn't really like
the ending. But it's gonna get there, I think. I mean, I just think in general, there's so many good movies out right now. This is the most like normal like box office weekend that we've seen in a long time. You have something for everybody. You got Minions is out. You have horror stuff. You have action movies. You got people are still going watching Maverick. And then obviously Thor came out this weekend, was huge. But I thought it was hilarious, so funny.
What's his nuts as the bad guy is so good.
He's scary, bro. Like Christian Bale is scary in this situation. That's the cool thing about what Taika does, and I think that's why it's awesome to implement it in this type of movie. Is all his movies take you on an emotional journey. Sometimes you're laughing your ass off. Sometimes you want to cry your eyes out. And all his movies have all those emotions in it. And the same thing happens in this movie. You feel very, very bad for Christian Bale. You are frightened by him. You don't like him at times. There's all kinds of weird emotions that going on with there. There's sad moments in this movie, happy moments in this movie. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I love the movie. I thought it was good. I thought the ending was good.
I can't wait to see Guardians. I wish they were in it a little bit more, but I understand.
I didn't, I kind of, and you're not going to like me saying this, but I felt that their involvement was kind of unnecessary. Like, I kind of get it, but, it was kind of like, whatever. It wasn't pivotal to the storyline in any way, shape, or form.
It was just like the handoff to the next chapter, I guess, you know.
I
yeah.
would,
Go ahead.
yeah, I would agree with Troy. I would like to see a movie with Thor and the Guardians.
Yeah, and them
Like
actually
in
team
between,
together.
like a prequel.
Yeah, that's what I thought we were getting. That's where I was disappointed. You know,
we got a little bit of that in the last one, though. No,
kind of,
just
but
a little.
and we get a little bit of it in Endgame, and you know,
I want to see more.
That was like its own movie, you know.
I mean, Thor's not really in Guardians of the Galaxy movies at all.
Right. Yeah, I mean, he was in the last one.
No,
he wasn't.
Yeah, or was that in Endgame?
That was in the fourth
Endgame.
Yeah,
it was
picked
Endgame.
him up in Endgame.
Yeah, okay, that's when it was. Okay, got you.
So that I thought that was the funniest parts, like the fighting montage. That fight scene was awesome with the Jean-Claude Van Damme splits call.
Yeah, so funny, so funny.
And yeah, I thought it was great.
The goats, gotta love the goats.
Yeah, that whole thing was very funny.
Yeah, the goats are my favorite.
I think they're one of my favorite moments.
There was the scenes that they shot in the black and white when they were in the void or whatever.
Oh my god, so cool.
Natalie Portman looked exactly like an old school movie actress.
Yeah,
like, I mean, that was all so freaking awesome.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, it's in black and white. I don't know if I like this, but man, the way they were all lit and stuff was so cool.
They did that too with the fire in between them. Whenever he first sees her, and there's that house that's in between them and it's on fire. Like that's such a throwback, like Buster Keaton type shit. I fucking love that.
That's a real old throwback.
Yeah.
I think of all the Taika Waititi movies and the shows that I've seen, and I think I've seen all of them, this one was like an ode to like visually an ode to the history of filmmaking.
Yeah.
Well, I felt like it was an 80s mixtape because it was like the 80s style fucking colors and feel and 80s music.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Guns N'
soundtrack
Roses.
is amazing.
Yeah.
Soundtrack
if you
is
like Guns N' Roses, it's a great soundtrack.
Right. And it's like written into the storyline too. You know,
Ooh, a musical.
In a way.
It's
like,
almost.
Yeah, absolutely. It's somebody told me that it was almost a spoof movie to them in a lot of ways. It's like a couple of jokes away from a spoof movie. I could see that take.
I didn't see that.
There was some. It's a lot of a wink. It's a lot of wink and nods to the audience, though. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of what these are now. That's kind of what Thor became through Taika in a way. I think it's hilarious and I love it. That's what I love most about it. Like just it's the little jokes that they don't have to like. They're very subtle. Like there's a moment whenever Thor's coming to the stage and he's like going through the crowd and he's got to step over this god's basically his dick. I don't know if you saw that part, but he's like walking. He's like, excuse me. And he's like, oh, he takes this like giant step. It's so hilarious. Just like so many tiny little weird jokes like that. And then even in Christian Bale's performance, I laughed a couple of times. I chuckled just because of he has like a weird kind of almost Joker kind of quality to him in moments when he's like talking to the kids, especially where he's like kind of like clownish and it's really creepy.
Yeah, he's like, see him? He wants to get his head cut off.
Yes, that scene. I was like scared, but kind of laughing at the same time.
That reminded me of like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Remember the villains in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang when they steal the kids?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Patrick Bateman. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all Patrick.
Yes, it is very much. It was cool. The whole thing was cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Patrick Bateman, I laughed. Me and Chris were the only people in the movie theater. We were laughing our asses off.
We were.
When we first saw American
just
Psycho.
just because the absurdity of it. I don't think people got it, but I was just like, this is hilarious.
I thought it was a dark comedy. I didn't think it was like a horror flick or anything. Justin Graston and I saw it together.
Oh, nice.
And I swear, like it was, we thought we were laughing.
Yeah.
We were laughing.
Yeah, it was a
hell yes. I got to also watch Elvis and my God, this is my newest obsession.
Hold on.
I am absolutely obsessed now. Like I have to watch everything. I was as a kid, I was a huge fan of Elvis. I had him all over my room, and this woke that up. Like the performance is absolutely insane, dude. Like there's moments in this movie you forget that you're watching like a biopic, as Dean likes to say. This is your favorite genre, Dean. You have to watch this film. It's so good. It's beautiful. Baz Luhrmann is amazing. What he does, creating emotion, and like how he can make emotion. Like you can feel it, you can see it, you can hear it, you can taste it, you can touch it. It's so textural. Like what he does with emotion, man. It's insane.
Hey, so would you say you like Elvis more or less after this movie? Because
more. I think
it could be argued that he stole his whole entire.
See, that's the beauty of it, because I think that is, in a nutshell, the controversy, the polarizing thing about Elvis is because some people believe he is a culture vulture, or not a racist, but a culture vulture, an appropriator. He stole these songs and the vibe and the culture and moves and the clothes and the style from Black culture, but he was immersed in it. And that's something I think that people who don't know a lot about Elvis, they miss out on, is because of the situation with his family. His father wrote a bad check, had to go to prison. It was just him and his mom. They lived in projects, and they lived so there was commingling. I know a lot of the South was
so Elvis is like Eminem.
I guess, sure. Yeah, like because he did go see,
and this movie's like 8 Mile.
He did well. It's really cool because you see him as a kid, and obviously it's like Ray. You know what I mean? The movie Ray. There's going to be embellishments. They're gonna make it bigger than it was. In reality, he was doing it on the radio. In the movie, they have him go and like looking through these barn doors and watching like this really cool old school blues performance, and then the same time there's this like gospel tent happening, and so he goes to both. And so that's just like to show you like this is the essence of Elvis. It's gospel music and old school blues music, and this voice,
because
this
of his
amazing
environment during his formative years.
Exactly. And that's the music that he loves. And so that's what he fought for. That's what he tried to and the way that they made it portray is that it was basically him fighting for the who he is and what he likes, his taste, against what the Colonel wanted, or what the Colonel perceived America wanted from him. And it was the Colonel trying to get him to clean up his act and not be so whatever.
I gotcha. Okay,
Black.
so I'm gonna
100%.
Okay, so I'm gonna say each one of your names. When I say it, you got to say your favorite Elvis song. Okay, Dean.
Hound Dog. Ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Yes.
Chris.
I got to look it up.
Oh my gosh, Chris, that's not how this works.
There's a very specific song. It's the one that.
Well, then sing it.
Okay, no. Oh, I can't do that.
Why?
You go. Skip me.
Oh my God. Okay, Devaney.
Viva Las Vegas.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Mine is I did it my way.
If I Can Dream is mine. It's the
what?
If I Can Dream. It's a gospel song he sings in the white suit on his NBC special. And
okay, and then lastly, Troy, your favorite Elvis song? You have to say it. You have 3 seconds.
My favorite, Blue Christmas.
Oh,
okay,
nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you said
the song I've heard the most.
Yeah.
And then you said the Minions came out. Did you watch it?
Yeah, Minions. Minions. You can't say enough about the soundtracks. Every Minions movie that's ever come out, the soundtracks are absolutely amazing. This one, again? It's Pharrell again. But the licensed music that they use for it is it's amazing. It's like Groot is like young, so it's like I guess it's in the 80s maybe. And so you get some bangers, man. It's really good stuff. And then the freaking little Minions are so adorable. They're the cutest things ever made, right? Like
I think geared for our generation. I think because they're realizing, people our age have kids that are old enough now to go see them. Let's go give more of like people that are the generation. What are we called? Not millennials, but
Zennials.
Zennials.
Yeah, the millennial generation.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah.
Because TikTok with the whole Kate Bush song because of
Stranger Things, and we're definitely gonna get into Stranger Things, 100%.
But I want to say something.
But yeah, you're right, 100%. That song blew up like huge.
Hey,
But you
real quick on.
Go ahead.
On Minions, just real quick. My buddy took the whole family to see it, and he took us in the D-Box seat at Cinemark.
D-Box for that movie, really?
Yeah, dude, bro, I'm gonna tell you, it was an experience. I thought the same thing too, but it was a present. It was a birthday present, and we went, and these things started up, bro, and it was like it scared the crap out of me. It's hard to eat popcorn out of
I can't imagine.
There was so much movement, like you would think a cartoon. No, bro, we were moving the whole.
And it made like, are you a minion yourself in the seat? Like, is that basically like a minion's like, and then you're like,
yeah, you do that too. But my 6-year-old was having a blast, bro.
Oh, just loving every minute of it. That's awesome.
Yeah, she when it first happened, the look on her face, me and my wife died laughing because she just looked at us and like, what in the hell?
Hell yeah.
My two older boys participated in the TikTok trend of getting in a suit.
Oh, they did it? They did the minion what is that called?
I don't know. But they all wore suits. They went with their buddies. Ron went with his friends, and I think Ron's one of his only friends that actually has a full-on suit.
Nice.
And Deacon wears my old suit.
Nice.
And they went and watched. I don't get it, but whatever.
They
did not think it was the best out of any of the movies. I thought it was the worst out of the movies. But the Minions were still funny.
Minions are funny. I don't think they get the references because it, like I said, it is 80s. There's like it's dealing with the Sinister Six, which is like the evil mega group that he's trying to get into, and so they're all older, so they're all like 80s out, and that
TikTok fad though almost got banned out of theaters.
Yeah, because like they were doing the gibberish talking and during the movie. That's not cool. You don't want to ruin the experience for other people, but if you want to dress like that and do that, that's cool. Funny, we didn't have too many. We had people dressing up over the last couple of weeks, but we didn't have too many of the issues or the weirdness.
You ever kicked anybody out for wearing anything?
No, I watched it with one yesterday. This little boy, and he was hilarious. Like it was like a cereal box and like a toilet paper roll that he made the hammer out of, and his dad had white face paint he was bald and he looked like Christian Bale. Nice. It was pretty cool. Yeah. What else? So Black Phone came out too. That's still really, really popular. I've seen a little bits and pieces here and there. It looks scary, really scary. Ethan Hawke's performance is pretty insane. He talks a little bit about the opportunity to play a role where he has to wear a mask, and like that was really intriguing to him. It's like it reminded me a lot of that one with Mark Wahlberg and Stanley Tucci. I don't remember, you know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
Lovely Bones. It reminds me of Lovely Bones. That kind
Mark
of vibe.
Wahlberg's probably the most overrated, overpaid actor in Hollywood.
Yeah, this one doesn't look very bright. This looks pretty sad.
I would disagree.
Stanley Tucci did freaking phenomenal. He is
right.
To be the funniest guys.
I think it's so interesting when people who are so nice and so sweet play like those type of roles. It's so creepy. Like when Robin Williams did it in 24-hour photo or whatever so creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, that's basically all the movies that came out this weekend. And that have been out. So go check those out. They're phenomenal flicks. For sure. All right, Troy, what do you got for us?
Oh, cool story, bro.
Cool story, me, bro.
Yeah.
Cool story, bro. All right. So since Devaney's here, we got a 7-pack today.
Oh, 7-pack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me, all right, here we go.
So the first one, welcome to Cool Story, bro. The first one is, you did what to my ice cream? The second is my French fries cost what?
What?
And the next one is, I think it's too late for that fad to come back.
Not a chance. Never too late.
I think you should restate that one.
Ovaltine
It's too late for what fad to come back?
Yeah, it's too late for what fad to come back?
There you go.
I see. So we're gonna build a theme here.
What's behind door number 1?
Yes.
What's in my driveway? Science fiction police chase?
What? What science fiction?
What kind of police chase?
Science fiction police chase?
No, that's what you.
That was all real, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. All righty. All right. One last one.
And how do I say this one? Green crabs.
All right.
What color crabs?
Green crabs.
All right, Dev, you got first choice.
Yes, without guess.
Good luck.
Green crabs.
All right,
Okay,
that's
cool.
good. I like that. I'm gonna go.
I
with
would do that too because I would already forgot everything.
Yeah, I 100% did.
I started writing them down.
Yeah. I just wrote them all down too myself. So that's how I knew you had. All right, go ahead.
A distillery is fighting invasive crabs by turning them into whiskey.
Ooh.
They're small, they're green, and they're crustaceans. And now they're whiskey. Green crabs are the invasive pets that have plagued North American marine ecosystems for more than 200 years. A New Hampshire distillery has taken it upon themselves to kill the problem by using to make green crab flavored whiskey.
Gross.
Ooh.
Green crabs are so abundant that it's going to take a lot more than whiskey to curb the population.
Oh wow. Interesting.
All right.
So would you drink? Now I don't drink.
Right. What is it? Okay. What crab flavored anything would you actually enjoy?
You just pair it with seafood.
I remember there was a baseball
Oysters
game where
and
they had
whiskey.
like a fake soda. It was crab soda in a baseball game. It's like one of the ads. Really funny shit.
I'd probably add it to like a clamato, like bloody.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
that makes
okay.
sense.
I mean, I don't see anything else because I just think it would still have that fishy,
Mm.
ocean.
I bet it doesn't.
Yeah.
I bet it gets all
Hey.
burned out.
Yeah.
I
Right.
think they're just. It's a gimmick.
It's a gimmick.
Mhm.
Put a crab
In
claw
Russia,
in there.
they-
Don't be Don't be cowards.
In Russia,
do
they
it.
have the Lay's crab chips. Lay's crab chips in Russia.
Oh.
Yeah,
crab
they were
chips.
delicious.
Anymore.
Ooh, I would love to try that because I love.
Yeah,
that.
I like the Lays were doing that for a while where they were doing all the funky flavors. Like,
Yeah.
that was really good stuff.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right, who's next?
Let's go with Jorge this week.
Okay, I'm gonna go with. I think it's too late for that fad.
Yeah.
All right. So, you ready for this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Summer. This is a summer theme.
Mm-hmm.
Ice cream trucks to return to Colorado community after 65 years of being banned.
What?
Yes, a 65-year-old. Go ahead.
Like, what part of Colorado?
All of it?
Springs, Denver.
Oh,
Was it a statewide thing?
Aurora,
Oh, okay.
Aurora, Colorado.
Hmm.
Colorado.
A 65-year-old ban on ice cream trucks was lifted by an Aurora City Council. The ban started in 1957 and deemed that the trucks were a nuisance.
They are.
Yeah.
They also saw them as a safety risk for the children.
They are.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Good for Aurora.
Wait, are
But
you
now-
done?
Well, I
Oh, shoot.
mean, there's more. It just
Okay,
says
yeah.
Aurora Councilman Dustin, whatever, part of the city committee,
City committee, itty bitty committee.
city committee went to examine the outdated law and was surprised by how long the ban had lasted. So yeah, it was a law that was overlooked for a while.
Not even peleteros. Come on, man. I'm on a bike. I'm on a bike, bro. I'm on a bike. Come on.
Y'all think that
I don't know,
ice cream
that could
trucks
be legal. That could be
love-
legal because that's
Man,
not an ice cream truck.
I still hit up the ice cream truck whenever it comes around, man. In the valley, when that sucker comes around and I got all my cousins, man, I'm like Don Juan DeMarco, baby, coming through there, just flipping dollar bills. But man, some of that ice cream has gotten expensive, dude. They're selling it like $4 or $5.
It's not like it was when we were kids, when we were running to
Give
the
me a
ice
Choco
cream.
Taco.
Yeah, Choco Tacos, bro. I used to buy like 3 or 4. I was the fat kid that bought the whole box.
Hey, man,
how many Choco Tacos you got? I got 4. I want them all. And you're like, oh. And I'm like,
I would never even think to do that. I'm like, in my brain's like, you can only get one.
Yeah.
Like,
so I'd go out there
4?
with a 20, bro. I'd go out there with a 20. My dad give me a 20.
Oh, damn.
He didn't get no change. He didn't get no change.
Spoiled ass Troy.
Hey, the kids on the next block be like not getting nothing of the
Yeah,
ice
can I get a
cream.
taco? Fat ass took it 2 blocks ago.
Because you are
Jesus.
I never grew up
Ain't no more.
anywhere where there was ice cream trucks
at all
until I was in 6th grade. I was already 12, I think, when I lived somewhere where an ice cream truck even
and you were over it.
Well, I was over it after one trip. I spent like $2 on an ice cream that was
stale ass like bubble gum.
Yeah.
You know, the character
hard.
ones, the licensed character ones. Have you ever seen those?
Yeah,
like
the face is all slimy.
Yeah, some of those are horrifying when you open them. It's like zombie monsters and shit. The eyeball is like melted a little bit. And it's down here,
and I think that is just there's a horrible waste of money for ice cream. And in Texas, you have Superior ice cream.
Man, so many options now, right? Like.
Well, I mean, Bluebell.
But not even that. Like you can go get freaking Bahama Bucks.
Yep.
Right. I had a Dole Whip today from Hawaiian Bros. Pineapple whip. Delicious. Amazing.
Ooh.
Sounds stupid.
Don't they sell those? Isn't that like the Disneyland?
Yeah, I'm
dessert?
sure it's not on the level of the Disneyland dessert, but it was pretty damn good. It's like soft
TC
stuff.
Ice. Have you guys?
Yeah, TC shaved ice is like classic.
They have the pineapple drink there that looks.
Oh,
really? Add cream to your coconut. If you get coconut, add cream to it, and it's like it's like a coquito, which is a Puerto Rican. Well, it's like icy in New York City. They take the big pick and
It always sounds better when it's an accent. A coquito, I don't know what it is, but I want one.
Yeah, they did that. Did you watch the movie? Miranda, what's his name?
Lin-Manuel.
Yeah, Lin-Manuel Miranda. He made that movie over this last summer.
The Heights.
So yeah, the Heights. Yeah, that was his job. He was one of those guys. He was the storyteller. Good shit.
I did not like the movie.
Yeah.
You didn't like it? Oh no.
The Heights. Yeah,
the music was good.
And I said that to a lot of people because they're like, "You're a traitor," and I'm like,
"Wow." Would they? Was it? They tried too hard? Is that what it was? I think so too. What about? Did you get to see the West Side Story remake?
Hey,
I didn't like the remake either.
Fuck, man, I haven't seen that one yet. It makes me not want to watch it.
I was bored.
Oh, that hurts my heart. That hurts my heart.
I don't know. I was cringing a lot.
Have you seen Sneakerella?
Sneakerella. No, I've heard of it. I want to see. Yeah, it's good.
So Zev, the youngest of the bunch, he's 8. He loves musicals.
Me too.
He's watched Hamilton more than any of us, and he has watched all the musicals that are on Disney Plus. I think. Sneakerella is not bad. Sneakerella is not bad.
Really? I'm gonna have to check that out. Oh yeah.
My little one too, because we love musicals over here.
Me too.
But
I'm a huge fan.
we're very picky. We're very particular about our musicals.
I like Rock of Ages. You guys fans of Rock of Ages? You didn't like it?
Not the movie.
I love the movie. I love the movie.
Oh, bro, Rock of Ages, the actual musical. I saw it at the Venetian. The Venetian.
Oh yeah.
Vegas. And oh my God, it was the greatest show I've ever seen in my life. It was so amazing.
Nice. Hell yeah.
I didn't like the movie, but I love the actual show.
What I like about theater is that every time I go to the theater, whatever I just saw it usually is the best thing I've seen.
Lifelong dream. Yeah, I want to see Little Shop of Horror. That's a goal. I got to see that.
Me
shit.
too. Yeah.
Did I send you guys that TikTok where they made the Audrey plants out of?
Yes. Oh my god.
Pumpkins?
Yes. Amazing.
That's cool. I'll send it to you, Devin. I'll find it.
It's
yeah.
awesome.
Please.
All right. Who's picking next?
That'd be Dean. No, Busto Chingo next.
Okay.
Justin, you better say it right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with what the what.
I didn't feel any conviction in that. Do it again.
What the what?
I don't know. There's a lot of whats. Give me one of the whats.
Okay, you got what's in my driveway?
Yeah, what's in my driveway?
Good. I want to hear that one.
So, a Denver couple awoke one morning to find something very surprising sitting in their driveway in a box.
I think I saw this.
They took it inside and unwrapped it, and there before them sat the Stanley Cup.
What? They sent it to the wrong address?
Yeah.
The Colorado Avalanche won, right?
Yeah, and they dropped it like immediately, and there's debauchery as usual.
So
most fired.
It was the guy. It was the NHL player.
It was supposed to go to the captain's house, and I'm trying to get his name. Where is it? It was just here. But her name, the wife's name, was just like it. And here we go. It was supposed to go to Gabriel Landskog. He's the captain of the team, and he lives in the neighborhood. But it was delivered to the wrong house, and they kept it for a day.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I would. And then tell somebody. Take pictures with it.
That's exactly what they did.
I'd put it in my basement and never tell anybody. And then they could do a 30 for 30 on me in like 60 years.
Nice. Good job. I like that.
That's crazy.
That was a good premise.
Okay. And then Dean's next.
Dean's last pick here.
Usually so many to choose from.
Well, you only have 3 left.
No, there's more than 3.
No.
4.
No.
French fries.
Oh, yeah.
4.
French fries, please.
Give me them French fries.
Okay, so the world's most expensive French fries have returned to a New York eatery for $200.
Fuck that.
At
Gold flakes, right? That's what I'm thinking. Or truffles.
At Manhattan Serendipity on the Upper East Side, you can get fries that feature the ingredients including
lobster,
chipper Beck potatoes, Dom Perignon champagne, Jean Leblanc French champagne, Ardenne vinegar, cage-free goose fat from France,
okay,
Guarandi truffle salt, truffle oil, Crete Cincy Pecorino Tartafello cheese, shaved black summer truffles from Italy, truffle butter,
yeah,
organic A2 100% grass-fed from Jersey cows,
nice,
Geyer truffle Swiss wrestlet, and a topping of 23-karat edible gold dust.
Yep.
This is at an ice cream dessert place?
No. This is at like some snooty restaurant in New York.
Yeah. This is
that's an ice cream dessert place.
I think that would be awesome if it was. Like just like a fucking mom and pop shop, and like they serve this ridiculous item that nobody will ever buy.
Well, they serve at Serendipity. They serve ginormous sundaes, ice cream, desserts, like are over the top. So that would make sense.
Yeah, that's true. Like in Vegas or something too. I know that there's one that has gold
well,
flakes.
Since we're on ice cream, let's go ahead and go on to my pick.
Please.
Door number one.
Oh, dude, that's a good one. but there's two I want to do. I'll save door number one. We'll do
Okay.
door number one next week.
Love it.
That's a good one to save. But this summer, talking about ice cream, an Aldi shopper in stitches after going home and opening her favorite brand of ice cream.
Uh-oh.
Going to look to enjoy it and
I love
notices
Aldi's.
there's a boob mark in her ice cream.
Oh, somebody
A
got hot.
growing-
Had to put a nipple in it.
A growing trend. When people are hot to cool
boob mark?
themselves, a boob mark.
Whoa, so we're not licking the ice cream anymore. We're putting our boobs in
We're
it.
putting our breasts
Inside the
A
ice
boob
cream.
mark. And if you'd like it, if you would like to look this up, I found this on mirror.com.
Oh,
and,
okay.
Reputable source.
Yes.
Wait, but how could you put an imprint in ice? Is the ice cream like slightly melted? I don't.
It's a hot ass boob.
Listen,
Very,
Devin,
very
when-
hot. It is
when you
107
have a
degrees
warm
outside.
boobie, all right. When you have a warm
And
when you have a warm chi-chi, okay,
Warm
and
Yeah.
you put the ice cream thing right there, and you just kind of
Helado.
gotta twist it a little.
You gotta
I mean,
Okay.
it was mo- it was
And remember,
motivated.
your nipple's gonna be hard when it happens.
yeah,
Okay,
for sure.
So when you put the chi-chi on it, it like puts
Mhm.
the implant in there, and there you go.
There you go.
Cool story, bro.
Cool story, bro.
Cool
That is
story,
that
bro.
is a cool story. Yes, absolutely. Hell yeah.
This
I
is
wanna
just a
try that.
reminder to stop to continue to cut dairy out of my diet.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't drink
Yes.
milk to begin with. It's almond milk for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Mine's oat milk now.
I do fucking do some in my coffee though sometimes, my lattes. You know.
I have had creamer in my coffee. I've had creamer in my coffee once a week for the last 3 weeks.
You're doing all black like Jorge?
All black or oat milk.
Okay, oat milk's good.
Yeah.
I've done oat milk before.
Mhm. Just go all black, dude.
That's
It's
what
the
I
best.
usually have been doing. I've been making my own cold brew.
Just
And,
picture yourself being a man and
No.
drink it, and
No.
it will be fine.
No, I
Like,
want mine to taste like hazelnut or cinnamon, or I get a banana nut bread latte at Dutch Bros. That is absolutely amazing.
Oh my
Sounds
God.
like a waste of $7.
It's so good. No, it's delicious.
And do you wear your fur boots and your vest with your
My-
leggings and shit?
No, but speaking
On
of
solo.
embarrassing clothes, do you guys? I was wondering because I have these sleep pants that I will not get rid of, and it's not that they're holy and they're like it's like that situation, but they're like kind of high waters now. They're like, but they're so freak. I
What's
would never.
the material? What's the
That's the thing,
material?
I will never get something to
cotton.
the level of
It's cotton, isn't it?
comfortability.
Are they
Yes,
flannel pants?
they're like a cotton. They're Super Mario Brothers. They're those
Okay.
character ones that you get at, like Walmart.
So go to Walmart,
Get new
get
ones.
a new pair that's a size bigger,
They're just not that
and then
comfortable.
wash them in hot water. You're done.
Really? That's all it
Yeah.
takes?
Yeah.
It's
You
just
get them in a
dude,
size
wash-
bigger so they don't shrink. when you
Right. They're very
wash them in
old.
hot water.
Do you guys, my whole point was, do you guys have an item that you hold on to that you know you shouldn't have anymore, but that maybe it's a comfort thing, maybe it's like you love it? What's the item that your spouse or whoever or yourself wants you to get rid of, but you just can't do?
If there is something that she would want me to get rid of, I am unaware of it. But I would have. There's nothing that I mean.
You're not
I have
attached
some
to any kind of
some
clothing.
shoes,
Okay.
Some shoes.
Yeah.
I have some sneakers but like I said,
No attachment issues though.
My shirt.
I have some sneakers that I wouldn't want to get rid of.
Mhm.
But there's not anything but when my shoes get old and worn out, they go.
Yeah, they go. Yeah.
How the hell are you wearing pants and going to sleep in this weather? Like I wear my chones. Like if I could sleep naked, I would, but I just
Yeah.
can't because it has to be all kept together.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I just there's a level of comfort in sleep pants that even in hot days, like I that's why I wear those mostly, I think, in the summertime, because they're just like a thinner, they're not like the warm ones. They're just really comfortable.
Dude.
They're probably
just
cotton. Yeah.
plain cotton.
Yeah, they're
Most
just cotton.
replaceable fabric on the planet when it comes
Yeah.
to pairs of pajama pants.
That's true.
Throw them away.
Throw them away.
And go get a new pair.
Damn it.
Come on.
Yeah, be a grown up, bro.
Here's the only reason I
Whatever.
don't. The only reason I
Be a
don't
grown
sleep
up. Grow up.
naked is I sleep in a pair of shorts, like sweatpants shorts.
Yeah, like
or
sweatpants
something
shorts.
comfortable.
Yeah.
Because
Knit shorts.
if I have to run out into the middle of the street in the middle of the night,
Yeah.
I want to have
Something on.
pants on.
Right.
Gotcha.
And also, I don't like my thighs to touch each other.
Is this a thing for you, Dev? Is this just a man thing?
Well, if Jason or any of my children start getting holes in their underwear, toss
They're
them
gone.
out.
They're gone.
Yeah. Underwear.
Socks too.
Yeah, but underwear we go through because I don't know. I may just my setting is so hot that it just eats away at the fabric.
Yeah.
The underwear is the first thing to go. Jason makes fun of me for my bras. If they start, like I wash my bras, but if they're light colored, they start to get a certain color. They start to get a little dark, from sweat and deodorant over time, even though you can wash them. The fabric that bras are made of.
Or underwire sticking out, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but they could be the best bra, but it looks like crap. Like,
yeah, right. Yes.
But
I've definitely had that a spouse have that situation where you have like all these bras, but you wear that one because it's your favorite, even though it's fucked up and it's hanging on by a thread.
I have like because my back was starting to be an issue, and so I got fitted by a professional, and didn't realize that I was the size that I was. And
it's different. I've heard that it's different at different brands or different stores. Those things can be different.
Shoes and clothing is always is like that. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, shoes for sure. Nikes run a half size bigger than every other shoe.
And Adidas is small. What is that? That is
I wear an
Adidas
11
is German.
Adidas, an 11 and a half, but it's a US sizing.
So, but it doesn't matter. They're German. They have a different metric system over there. Hey, Devaney, do you have
they're all made in Taiwan.
Yeah. Do you have special game day chones in bra that they're in a certain part of the drawer and you're like, no,
like lucky
whenever
or something like that? Is that what you mean?
No,
okay, game day.
Yeah, game day. Like you have your nice underwear,
yeah,
combo.
Sure.
But I know I have my nice underwear combo. Like, hey, when I'm
black silk underwear.
Sexy.
Black silk underwear,
baby.
I have my set, but and they're separate from.
You can do
my
Fenty.
bras.
Fenty has male stuff too.
Yes, they do. I have some.
Yeah.
I'll have to get some.
I like sexy silk underwear.
There you go.
I like a nice lace hammock.
Nice. Banana hammock, lace style. Love it.
Yeah, I'm boxer briefs all the way. I don't know if y'all
for sure. 100% boxer briefs. Yeah,
I'll be wearing my sexiest shorts too.
I'm excited that yes.
Oh, we're going to the party. Are we dressing up for that thing?
Everybody is, bro. It's required. So
pull out your retro Redskin stuff.
Why would I dress up in retro
Redskin?
80s party
celebration.
The birthday celebration, July 30th is gonna be 80s party. So 80s theme, dress up, be your best 80s, and we're gonna have some fun.
Up.
We would love
80s.
it. We would love it. We would love it if you would
partake.
Put your 80s on.
Devaney, I remember you wearing an 80s outfit back in high school.
You should do the hair.
She did. No, you did you did some kind of a jacket with some big
shoulder pads.
Pads.
You were like working girl, like that office.
Yeah, that was you because Braylon was like, you were so proud of it. And Braylon was like, Devaney, why didn't you dress up for 80s Day? And you were like, I am dressed up for 80s.
I don't remember that.
You bad.
No, the only thing that I remember that was 80s was that showcase. We did the Michael Jackson dance and dressed 80s, but it wasn't even 80s. It was just, it was really bad. But
yeah. Ray said he's gonna do Run DMC style. I think that's dope. I like that.
That's nice.
Yep. Tracksuit.
I will not show my cards. I will not show my cards.
Not showing cards. Okay. I just want to give some inspiration to those who are attending. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. You could do like the tracksuit. You can do neon colors. You can do characters. You could do.
Mine is definitely summer of '85.
Nice. I love that specificity. That's dope.
Best of fist. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe something neon. Something
Neon.
bright.
Yeah, neon. Heck yeah. I feel like, like you were talking about, late 80s are really popular right now. We'll go ahead and get into Stranger Things. You talked about Running Up That Hill and the impact that show did on that song and how that was number one. Crazy, however many years later.
Made $500,000 on Spotify alone.
Amazing.
On Spotify alone.
Yeah, good for her.
Good for her. Yeah, I mean, that same thing happened when "Don't Stop Believing" was on the OC.
Oh,
that everybody knows that song because of the OC. So awesome that these 80s songs are having a revival, because a lot of those artists didn't get the payout that they should have just gotten. So hopefully now they still are. I mean, shoot,
Metallica even got
Metallica. Oh my God, right?
They got
we can jump.
They're 26 right now.
26.
And the theme song.
Which didn't make sense to me because Stranger Things is supposed to be set in 1987.
Right.
86. This is 86.
Ooh, good point.
I thought the song that he
did Master of
Puppets. It didn't come out till way later. So
I mean, that's a good point.
Are you sure? Because I'm sure
gonna look it up. Master Puppets right now.
I'm sure that it has to be on
It came
point.
out in 1986.
Yeah, 86 is when they were. It's 1986 in Stranger Things.
Yeah, dude, they're not gonna let that slide.
It's not 87, it's 86.
Yeah.
So this song would have been the number one heavy metal rock song.
Okay.
Probably.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, can someone please explain to me the conversation? I think I'm getting it.
Okay.
But the conversation in the car that the two friends are having, I always forget their names. The one that's dating Elle.
Oh yeah. Okay. So they're having two conversations at once, basically, right?
Okay.
So Will is trying to comfort his friend, and tell him what he thinks Elle is going through and why they're having these issues. But at the same point in time, he's telling Will how he feels about him.
Okay.
Without saying it, and he obviously doesn't get it. But he's basically telling him that he's afraid of losing him. He's afraid of revealing himself to him and telling him how he truly feels about him, because he doesn't want to lose him as a friend, but he is in love with him for sure.
Okay, got it. All right.
Not for sure.
I think Will is
Not for
gay.
sure, but
well, the brother at the end, he was like,
no matter what, yeah.
So I think he is. I think we're the next season, which will be the last season.
I don't know if we'll ever truly get there, honestly, because there's so much that is about to go down. Like we're in the middle of a huge battle, and we've seen I guess like there's so much that goes on in these shows. You forget that the biggest inspiration or the biggest theme of it is Dungeons and Dragons, right? Like,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's
And
all based off a Dungeons and Dragons game.
All the characters, the monsters that we're facing are all directly from Dungeons and Dragons.
Well, it's because the kids named the monsters after
them.
characters. That's their easiest point of reference.
Right. Yeah, and man, I thought that this was pretty amazing stuff. We saw the first part, and this climax was pretty much everything. We jumped right into Master of Puppets. That was my favorite moment. Like,
oh my God,
it was just,
his death was unnecessary.
I don't know.
It was if he would have kept running, he would have probably survived, because 3 minutes, not even 3 minutes, like 40 seconds after he dies, all the bats drop dead. And you're just like, oh my God, why did you kill this? What the?
I mean, but that's how it happens, right? That stuff happens in life too. Like not just in these types of shows, but
and I'm sorry for spoiler alerts. If you haven't seen it, probably should.
No, that's what this is all about. This is all about.
Yeah.
What did y'all know? I knew immediately that was number one as soon as I saw him come up to Elle. I knew it. Knew right on the
spot.
Got
a feeling. You just got the feel, the vibe.
I just knew that they would come back to him. Like, the dude appears, and it's like, come on, man, that's number one. Like, there's no way they're not going to come back to that guy.
Well,
I know. Like, like I was kind of worried about it, because like we were getting along into the episode, and I'm like, man, like this dude is badass. Like, there's no way that they're gonna let this go on and then try to resolve that in 5 minutes at the end. Like that can't happen. And it was a little bit of that, but it was a little bit more than I expected. but still, I feel like, I mean, there's still a lot more to this battle we are about to see in a couple years.
And that's why they called him Vecna, because they thought L thought he was dead. Everybody thought he was dead.
Yeah.
And just like the people in the game thought Vecna was dead, and then he's back. And that was the whole, they really told you the whole story in a way, that first episode.
Yeah.
But they told you through the game. Right. Them fighting.
That was such a cool ass fucking scene. That was the basketball game, and they were rolling, like all that was happening.
One of the best episodes in the whole season.
So
but
good.
Yes. And they were showing you just like the sister, the way she really took a front seat in this season.
She's been there. She's done it. Her and Steve battled the fucking Demigorgon in the first season, you know?
Right. It showed in this one, and it tells you in that first episode. So it's funny, after watching the whole thing and then going back and watching the first episode, they really give you all the secrets that first episode. You just have no idea until you see it. And once you see it, you're like, oh shit, that's what they meant when they were. So yeah,
you know, I think every series has a person that you just feel the worst for, and that person is Max in this series. Man, that poor girl has had the worst life possible, and it's just getting worse. I mean, oh my god,
Eddie.
People feel bad for Will. I mean, but come on,
I feel bad for Eddie, bro. Eddie's had it rough. Eddie reminds
just because I think you maybe relate to him a little bit.
No, Eddie reminds
you're
me
like the cool outcaster, right? You're like
Dustin.
you're like maybe like
I'm more Dustin than if we're gonna. I'm Dustin and Steve. Those are my dudes.
Yes.
Eddie reminds me of my brother.
Oh, okay.
Right. That's why I love.
I think everybody knew an Eddie, right? We all knew an Eddie in our lives.
Eddie was my brother, and like I cried so hard, like my kids started crying. It was terrible. It was terrible.
Yeah.
And then,
and then at the end, or after that, when Dustin has that moment with his uncle, I thought that was another special moment.
That was dope.
Just to let his uncle know, man, no, like he was a hero.
Died a hero.
But the theories have started, and one of the main theories is, and they've also kind of hit it on.
Yes,
Eddie's not done. Eddie's
not done, right?
In some shape or form, we'll get Eddie back.
And see, that's why I said what I said, is that we have to remember that a lot of the themes are from Dungeons and Dragons, and that is that we aren't dealing in the real world. This is a show. There's going to be some, suspended disbelief. There already has been, right? But we do that in these types of shows. They show us all this crazy shit, and we just start accepting it as reality. It's like, oh, that's just, like
I've rewatched that scene so many times, bro.
Oh, dude, so good. Like, and it again, much like the Elvis movie did, it kind of reminded me of my love for Metallica. And that love didn't carry on forever. It was really with the early stuff. But I love anytime a movie like brings that memory back. Sometimes it was like I think Old School had a really cool Metallica song in it once, and then there was an X-Men movie that had a badass Metallica song. Anytime I hear it in these movies, and you hear it blaring through those beautiful movie theater speakers, man, or even at home when it's this show, it's like, man, that is fucking awesome. That was the most metal fucking thing ever possible.
Most metal ever.
Yeah, it really was.
Great moment.
Absolutely. But Metallica is America's hard rock, metal, however you want to call them, whatever you want to call them. They are that for America. Everybody loves them in that way. This is I don't listen to heavy metal, but I listen to Metallica, that kind of deal. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys like the oh my gosh, the Journey, I guess the operatic Journey song that they did?
Yes, I did. I loved all the music choices that they've made these last couple of seasons. Yeah, it was awesome. I love that song. I thought it was dope.
I think Steve Perry would have been proud of that.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
so great montage music.
I think I already talked about this, but still my favorite thing out of the entire season was Murray actually being good at karate.
100%.
Oh, that was awesome. Yeah.
That was awesome.
And then burning the shit out of all, like, I mean, he's a badass, right? Like, he is a badass.
He's a comedic actor.
Mm-hmm.
He's in a lot of fun stuff. That's usually the creepy guy.
Yeah, Love. He's in Great in Love. Have you ever seen the series Love?
Yes,
he's amazing.
The
in
Boss in Love. Yeah,
so good.
But yeah, that was my favorite part.
Go for it.
I want to say that the guy that I hated the absolute most in this movie, like with the passion, like I just wanted to see him die really hard. Well, I'm sorry, not die. Well, I guess yeah. Was a high school jock kid trying to beat the crap out of Eddie.
Yep.
You know what was his name again?
Oh yeah, I hated that guy.
I don't know, something like Troy or something like that, right? They usually give those to those jock asshole names, you know.
That's the name of the jock from the Goonies.
Troy, and that was Goonies. You asshole. They're always Chris or Chad.
Well, speaking of villains, it's probably that time to go ahead and get into 3 OK for the week.
Hell yeah! What's
your favorite villain, sir?
Your favorite villain? Yeah.
What's the
rotation?
What's the rotation?
Yes. What's the order?
Okay. Well,
first,
always ladies first. Yeah. We're talking about villains
and former winner.
And you can use any type of Disney character, any type of anybody at any time, at any
villain,
place.
Movie, comic books, whatever.
More
Villain
than
in general.
Yeah.
Well, that's why this is. That's why this is 3 of a kind. You only get to choose 3.
Yep. We'll have honorable mentions to get into. And remember, if somebody says something that you've had on your list, maybe that's a super like. And you only get one diss.
You really like.
You only get one diss.
One diss and one super like.
That's right.
Okay. Yes. All righty. Here we go. Devaney, who is your first villain of choice?
Ann Wilkes.
Ann Wilkes.
From the movie Misery.
Yes.
Ooh,
wow.
That's a good one.
R.I.P. James Caan. He just died.
R.I.P.
Share the screen with this amazing villain.
Misery?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you said Missouri.
No, Misery, yes. Yeah. Kathy Bates.
Yes. Kathy Bates. That's all you got to say. I'm a super like that motherfucker.
Well, coming out of the gate, Devaney, good for you.
Yes, man. What was the creepiest moment for you, Dev?
Oh my gosh. Like, I don't know. I can never get that breaking the ankle.
That has to be right. Ooh.
But just
I love the where she's talking about the movie and the cockadoodie. So good.
I'm gonna try to memorize that scene, and I'm gonna try to do it.
Okay.
So
crazy.
What's
fantastic.
the order, George?
Okay. Chris. Then it's gonna be Chris, Dean, myself, and Troy.
Okie dokie. So I'm going to go with Hans Landa from Inglourious
I have to super like that one.
Yeah. I love rumors. I love his character. I think this is like a great introduction to him as an actor, as a great talent that we have now. And it was because of this fucking movie. He was awesome.
I have to know if you had no any Jews.
He's one of the best Nazis on film.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just love his Nazi work, right?
Right.
God,
so great in Django Unchained too.
Yeah, he's amazing in Django.
Yeah, I did hate him, but then I loved him in Django. He played the antithesis of that of a Nazi. So.
Right.
Golly. All right. Well, good for that, Hans. Okay, Dean, you're up next.
Mine's going to be the Sheriff of Nottingham, played by Alan Rickman.
Yeah, that's so
Robin
good.
Hood and the Prince of Thieves.
That's so good. Let's keep it rolling. I was super like that. Let's go ahead and spend all that money.
Wow. 3 super lights gone, only 2 left.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
this is fun.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go with Cobra Commander from.
Oh, God damn you, dude.
Ooh.
Oh my god, that is the best one.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys,
He is-
you guys gave it up
He
too
is
much.
no.
Don't even.
His-
Okay, go ahead.
What's
Are you
his?
dissing it?
Yeah, I kind of. As far as villains go, he's one of my favorite.
Yes.
But he is not a good villain.
He's not
No.
a good villain, I guess. Like,
No.
but he is the best villain.
Yeah. Are we dissing that?
he's like
Dean?
he's like Groot.
I'm not gonna diss it.
Okay.
I love Cobra Commander, but for all the reasons that you should love a villain is that they're not good at it.
I don't know. Growing up, I kind of didn't like the guy. I wanted him to get, yeah.
Cobra.
No plans. His most famous line: retreat.
Retreat.
Well, I'll say this. I didn't like him so much that I never bought one single Cobra villain.
Really?
G.I. Joe.
I root for the villains. I love villains.
Dreadnoughts were awesome.
Dreadnoughts, hell yes. Give me dreadnoughts all day.
The twins.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I only bought
Destro.
Yep.
Yeah. I did not buy any bad guy Cobras
Baroness.
because
Baroness.
I refused.
Yeah,
That's
I
how
still
much
have
I
a thing
didn't.
for the Baroness.
Me too. To this day. To this day.
Okay,
Yeah.
Troy.
I'm taking Joaquin Phoenix Joker.
Oh.
Are y'all all
Nice.
looking from the same EmpireOnline.com list?
Can you just take
He's not even on
so
that,
are you
is
just
he?
taking the specific joke? You just take all jokers, I feel like.
Can
just
I
take
take Joker? Yeah.
Joker
I
as a
take
character.
Joker.
Okay.
I take
Yeah.
Joker as a character.
And then you're saying Joaquin's your favorite iteration?
Well, him and what's his nuts?
Heath Ledger.
Yeah,
Heath-
Heath Ledger.
yeah.
I think Heath Ledger did a better job cartoonish, but Joaquin Phoenix just transformed the role and played him in such a wonderful way.
Yeah, very
Like, Joker
real,
is my
very real.
favorite villain. Like, if you ask me who my favorite, I hate Batman. I fucking hate.
Are you ever gonna
Batman.
get a
Has
Joker tattoo? I'm
anybody-
surprised you don't have one yet.
I kind of want to get one.
Yeah.
But yeah, Joker's my favorite villain of all time. Period.
Whoa.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Devaney, you are up next.
Scar.
Ooh, that's a
Ooh,
good one.
Dang. Okay, hold on a second.
Lion King.
Jeremy Irons voiced that character very well. That's pretty damn
I
good.
don't know how I voice though.
What about the new one? Who did it in the new one? Oh no, that was Idris Elba, right?
I still haven't seen the new.
Oh really?
Don't. We've talked about this.
Yeah,
before,
Jorge's
but
not a
just
fan.
don't.
He's not a fan.
He gets the willies from. the
Yeah.
animals.
I'm for it, but
I'm
yeah.
just saying that it looks too naturey, and I can smell the animals, and it looks like they're about to go Animal Planet.
What are you
on each
talking
other.
about?
He's talking
Jungle
about
Book was good though. I like
Jungle Book was awesome. I love Jungle Book.
What's
Jungle
he
Book.
talking about?
Like
Lion
the
King.
the realistic looking Lion King.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Keeping it moving, Chris.
I have to go with my heart on this one. I'm gonna go with Darth fucking Vader.
Yeah.
Love Darth Vader. I'm a dark side dude. He's my hero.
All righty. James Earl Jones version, or this? Is there a new version? Or is it still?
Dude,
James?
yeah, if you're not watching Obi-Wan, man, oof, you need to watch it. It's so good.
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah, you see
Somebody cut it down into a movie though.
Oh, beautiful.
Did you see that? Someone made
No.
a 2-hour cut of it.
Oh, I want to watch that. I love his display of power. It's you've never seen anything like it, and you get to see it in this new iteration. It's amazing.
Okay. All right. Dean, what you got?
Then I got to go with HAL 9000 from 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Wow. Oh yeah.
Say that again. Hal 9000 from what?
2001: A Space Odyssey.
Space.
Oh, dude, if I had a super light, if I had a super light.
Okay.
Creepy,
Damn it.
man. Very
All right.
Okay.
And by the way, I just want to point out that we are talking about our three best villains, and they don't have to be villains that everybody hates. They just have to be a villain. Okay.
Sure.
You don't have to despise them. So when
Right.
I say I'm going with Jareth from the Labyrinth, That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, my wife is gonna hate me for this, but I'm not gonna diss it. I'm not gonna diss it.
What do you? He's such a good guy.
Listen, super liking it.
I mean, oh sweet. All right, I got
super like.
Well, Troy might.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oof.
But he was a great villain.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, let me tell you something. When you're a villain and you make cats love you, that's a great villain.
Yeah.
Right? Because at some point when you were watching Joker, The Dark Knight, some folks were rooting for him, you know?
Right. Yeah. So, or maybe you with Jack Nicholson. I know you're rooting for him. Come on, let's be honest.
Yeah.
That's Jorge's favorite also.
Yeah, that's my favorite. Yeah. Okay. Troy.
But
go ahead.
Favorite Batman? What's his name?
Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton.
Of course.
Because that's my favorite too.
Yeah. It's everybody's favorite.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Give me Robert Pattinson.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Dude, okay.
That's a tie right there.
I dug it.
He's joking.
Nope, I loved it. I loved every second.
Oh my
Batman
God.
was dope, man.
So good.
Okay. All right. Y'all are hijacking my bit. Okay, Troy.
It's the best penguin we've ever seen, Jorge.
I'm gonna go Venom.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Venom, anti-hero kind of.
Well, he starts off as a villain. Yeah.
Yep, he is a villain.
Then he becomes an anti-hero.
For sure. All righty. Devaney, closing it out. Go for it.
Y'all remember the greatest 80s movie that told you not to cheat on your spouse?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that
wait
was
a
a good one. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yes.
Forrest.
Oh, so good.
Dang it.
So good. Never mess with a woman scorned, man.
She was a great villain to me.
So good, so scary, so authentic.
So authentic.
Different levels of like ways to attack somebody, you know, like mentally.
Yeah.
Their lives.
It seems real.
So creepy.
I loved that.
Good one.
Thank you.
All righty.
right.
Chris.
I'm gonna go with like you said, they don't all have to be villains that you hate, but this is the one I hate more than anything, and that is Cersei Lannister. She is the worst villain. I hate her so much.
Well, who is that?
Cersei Lannister is the most evil character ever developed in anything. She's horrible.
She's worse than her son. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, she's worse than Joffrey.
I put them both up there together.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
So this is a Game of Thrones thing. She is the mega villain of Game of Thrones.
All right. Okay. All right.
Yep.
I don't have the darn it. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Awesome.
It's okay.
Cool. Awesome choice. Awesome choice.
Yeah, he needs to watch it. He won't do it.
Yeah. Dean, you are up.
Oh, is it the incest?
No, it's that. No, it's the fact that I don't have the password. So
that's the only reason.
Okay.
Yeah, you can have it.
Okay. All right. I'll get to it. Okay. Dean, you're up next. Go for it.
I'm just gonna keep with my original theme of Alan Rickman.
Oh,
which
was he the? He was Hal.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm going back to Hans Gruber.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
So the original plan was to choose the sheriff of Nottingham, then choose Hans Gruber, and then choose your
Hans Landa.
Yeah.
Got it. I like the Hans. Yeah.
Hans Gruber.
I actually really like that choice. That's the quintessential. Now that guy was a bad guy in every sense of the word, and he embellished it. I will super like that.
Yeah. My favorite part in Die Hard is when he goes into the American accent. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
So fucking cool.
And he's not German or American.
Mm-hmm.
Alan Rickman could freaking bring it, man.
Hell yeah, he could.
Okay.
He's sexy too.
Okay. All right. My last one is going to be the Shredder.
Ooh.
I knew you were going to say that.
How did you know that? You're such a liar.
Knew it.
You knew
I
it?
just knew it.
Dang it, he's such a great Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1, right?
Nice.
Just great. I mean, that movie was awesome.
Hell yeah.
Wait a minute, who said it sucked? Didn't somebody say it was terrible?
I don't think so. Oh
okay,
yeah,
Dean, that was Dean. Okay.
No, I enjoy it. I do enjoy it. I think it's really good.
I'd rather watch.
I like
2
how
hours of
dark
the
it
cartoon.
is.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you like the new animated versions?
I do like that it got Sam Rockwell into Hollywood.
That's true. That is true.
That's its most defining
characteristic trait.
Yeah, that's its plus.
Okay. Troy, you're up. Troy boy.
Troy's probably.
I'm the last one, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, you are the last Starfighter.
So I'm gonna end this out with one. He started out a villain. He kind of became beloved villain, but one of the greatest of all time. And I'm gonna say the Undertaker.
Nice.
That's a good choice.
Nice.
That's a really good choice. You took
this. We got a diss.
You win anyway, you asshole.
All righty, yeah. Dean just killing it this season.
Wow, yeah.
He wins the whole season. Let's just start over.
Well, remember when I won the first season, I was just killing it. Like, my choice is now that I'm going into y'all's world.
I got second place. I got second place.
Here's what you think you know me, but you don't know me at all.
Yeah. I've got to switch it up. Like now I'm gonna, because pretty much the first season was everything that I liked. So I had like really, and now I'm going into and kind of going off script.
Just don't pander unless it's a tiebreaker.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. Well, let's get in some honorable mentions. Well, Dean, maybe you can pull up the wheel and we can address the movie of the week situation. But let's hear some of these honorable mentions. I also had Loki and Magneto on my list as far as best villains or favorite villains.
What about Negan from Walking Dead?
Ooh, Negan. Good one. Love that.
He never gets. He had that baseball.
Yeah, baseball bat, Lucille or something like that. Yeah.
My honorable mention is Denzel Washington from Training Day.
Ooh, that's a good villain. King Kong had nothing on him.
Hey, what about General Kale from Willow? Willow, the guy that wore
the skull mask.
That skull mask is legendary. Yeah.
If they had gone ahead with a trilogy there, he would have been just as popular as Darth Vader. I think. I mean, they're the same themes.
Wow.
Darth Vader's the top of everybody's list.
Yeah.
And Queen Bavmorda.
Yeah, she was
James Jones and
said Mark Wahlberg in Fear.
Oh yeah, good one.
Did
Let me the fuck inside.
Good when he was going.
Yeah, he's beating his chest.
And like carving.
So good. That movie's so good. People sleep on that movie. It's amazing.
Oh man.
Yes. James Earl.
Yes, James Earl Jones.
I just tried to say it and everybody just
yes, we know James Earl Jones was the voice of Vader. We all know that.
No, that's not what I was saying. James Earl Jones in Conan. The bad guy.
Oh yeah.
He was good.
Good one.
That was good.
Okay.
I gave you the share screen, by the way.
Alrighty. Excellent. So in the spirit of saving a buck or two, 2B wasn't a cut off inner space, which stinks because I watched it and it's such a good movie.
I watched it too. We can talk about it. Let's talk about it. I watched it. Dad loves it too.
I've seen it.
You should watch it.
Yeah,
I think. Well, I mean, first and foremost, the Ryan connection, Meg Ryan, Dennis Quaid. That's where they met, right? Is this where the love blossomed?
Yeah. That's where they fell in love.
In love. I think that's first and foremost. It's amazing. They both look amazing, young as shit. You know, you start out the movie like she looks like I love her. This is her short hair look. I think this is like the first time she started doing it. You're not a fan of it?
I don't ever think she got
classic, dude. Hair. Classic.
I think
she never.
Joe versus Volcano. She had a bunch of wigs in that one, and she was so good in that movie too. But then he's like young as shit, and he's got these abs. Like holy, I'm like, damn, like he looks so young in that movie. It's crazy. And then he's like basically Maverick, right? Like he's this hotshot pilot that I guess doesn't take shit from anybody. and he gets involved. This is the only thing that like gives him the danger factor, but also it's the only thing that they'll throw at him. And it's a science experiment. I thought that the way that they did a lot of the effects for this movie was super clever and really, really cool. I really enjoyed it. Like the blood, like the red blood cells, all that stuff. And
right.
This is a very Joe Dante movie.
I like the cowboy dude with the tooth.
Yes. Oh my God, the cowboy dude scene. That's fucking hilarious. I love when they shrink those people and then the back seat.
Yeah. Yeah. The old guy is always great.
Oh, he's so good. He's a good villain.
Great
That's a
bad
good
guy.
villain. Yeah.
Yeah, he's my honorable mention.
Yes.
He's my honorable mention.
I just thought it was
Martin
interesting
Short,
because
though, right? Amazing.
Yeah, he's awesome.
So good.
Yeah.
Dude, younger Martin Short was great. Older Martin Short is kind of.
He looked amazing too in this movie. I'm like, holy crap, this movie looks amazing.
Dude, he played a 12-year-old boy around this time when he did Clifford.
Yeah. Yeah. And he did his signature dance and got drunk in that scene and oh my God.
I thought it was interesting because in the movie, Dennis Quaid is inside Martin Short's body and he's like using a laser to cut through arteries and veins. And I'm like, dude, aren't you gonna kill this guy? Right.
He's like clamping on the inside of him and like he doesn't feel that shit.
It's like a little tiny bruise that just shows up on the bottom.
I'm like, dude, like, aren't you gonna cause like a cyst or something?
Oh
like,
my
what do you do? And then he uses his eye. He puts a camera in his eye.
Yes,
it's hilarious.
Where he just screams out of nowhere. He's like, so good.
Oh man, it was a classic. Anyways, that's Inner Space. Watch.
Do you guys want some background details on this?
Please.
Yeah.
Okay, so the idea was originally, what would happen if we shrink Dean Martin down and injected him into Jerry Lewis?
Oh my God. Wow, it's been around that long?
No. That was just the approach to the acting and the physicality. And
I love
the
that
original approach.
I like that. That's so dope. Yeah. That is cool. And that's why, that makes a lot of sense whenever he's like trying to teach him how to like be smooth and calm in situations. Cause he was like, ugh. And he was like a hypochondriac and
the chemistry was great in this movie.
Pendleton helped him out.
The chemistry between all of them was great. The sad thing is because there was that love triangle between him and Meg Ryan and what's his nuts that was inside of him, and he's like, I can hear you, like when he was like getting all excited and shit.
Yeah, and I think it's cool too. Like I love that about 80s movies too, and how they approach relationships sometimes, like where like he's able to remember why the relationship was so important to him when he couldn't get to her, right? Like he was trapped inside this guy's body and he has to go through it all and not be able to just like talk to her. He's got to talk to her through this fucking other dude. Yeah, and that's a cool like 80s premise for a movie about relationships that is nothing about relationships, right? It's about all the science and all this weird stuff going on.
It's a lot of dialogue, a lot of great dialogue that you don't really see nowadays, right? Or do you?
Yeah. I mean, because it's all about making big, huge movies and making it spectacles. That's why every time I'm at the theater and I see a new trailer for No, I am so excited. That comes out this week. Nope it's going to be Independence Day, dude. I think it's going to be that level of amazingness. I'm telling you, dude, it's going to be Independence Day.
But it's going to be more scary than Independence Day.
It'll be more scary than Independence Day, but I think it'll end up being that kind of spectacle in the end.
Yeah. Well, they made this at Amblin, which is Spielberg's. He was originally attached at one point. And so they got to shoot everything at his thing. And Dante said it's the most filmmaker-friendly atmosphere he's ever made a movie in.
Nice.
Because
what else has Joe Dante done?
Joe Dante has done, give me just a second, I'll tell you everything or some.
A lot of 80s cool, fun flicks.
Gremlins.
Yay.
Did you guys ever see Matinee?
Yeah.
Yes, with John Goodman. That was good. That was good.
So he also did The Burbs.
Oh.
He directed a scene from Twilight Zone, the movie.
Okay.
Had cartoon special effects in his segment.
That's cool.
Hey, I want to let you guys know, watch Boo Bitch on Netflix.
I heard that's good.
I have a friend whose brother is in the movie.
Nice.
And so congratulations to him for starring in
What
Boo
is
Bitch.
it?
Boo Bitch.
Yeah, Asian actors,
Yeah.
Asians in Hollywood.
It's
So-
the girl that's in it was in another like what was it called? It was really popular on Netflix. It was about like her like growing up in relationships and stuff like that. It was like her in high school. I can't remember what it's called, but damn it. To All the Boys I Ever Loved, I think it was called.
To All the
You
Boys
ever
I've...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
she's in it. And I've
Did
heard
you
it's
ever
really good.
Did you ever see the Corey Feldman web series Splatter?
No.
Okay, well, he directed that.
Oh.
It's about a rock star seeking revenge
Interesting.
on those he feels have slighted him.
Slighted him. So it's Corey Feldman's fantasies
Yeah.
being played out.
Like,
Hey, you don't talk bad about Corey Feldman, sir.
There's nothing
what was that
good to
movie where,
say.
like, Michael Jackson, Dream a Little Dream?
Oh yeah, Dream a Little Dream. Oh, I love that. Love it so much. All right, so what we got? We got to place. Well, I guess we just talked about it, so we got to replace it anyway. And who was replacing it? Was it?
I guess it's me because
Right, we got to spin and then
Okay.
replace it.
Okay, yeah.
So
Spin.
pull this up here. All right, can you guys see that?
Mm-hmm. This is the summer. I mean, summertime is the movie watching season, right? Get out of the heat, go watch movies, or at home. I can't wait for the fall to do outside movies.
I've seen all these movies.
Yeah. There you go.
Yay, dirty work.
Finally, Dean.
Yay, Dean gets one.
Dirty work.
Nice.
You're missing out on Over the Top, man. That's one cheesy Sylvester Stallone movie, man.
Oh, can't
That is
wait.
terrible.
Can't
Terrible.
wait.
So
So
I don't know if it'll
good.
make it. It's been
So
on there
good.
forever. It's probably off Tubi.
So
already.
good.
Yeah,
Over the top, Dad. Over the top.
that's right. No, I'm excited. This is gonna be a good one. Oh yeah, it's a good flick.
Okay, and now that I already have the share screen set up, let's just do our viewer
Please.
voice now.
Yeah. Viewer voicemail. Call out that number one more time for us, Jorge. What's the phone number?
Okay, here we go. The phone number for your talking pleasure, whether you want to talk to us, ask Devaney your astrology words of what you want to know. Okay, it's going to be 469-340-0941. You can see it on the screen. 469-340-0941. Anxious to hear whoever has time on their hands to actually call us.
We appreciate it. Thank you for getting us here. This is episode 99, guys. We're on the brink of episode 100. Holy crap. Thank you so much. Thank you for calling. Thank you for being a part of what we're doing.
Okay, so here we go.
My name is Clarence T. Washington, and I am an ambassador of wrestling. And I'm also an advocate
I can't
for
hear it no more.
the greatest champion ever
Can you hear
in
it? Because I can't hear
black
it.
Yeah, I can hear
history,
it.
You guys can't hear it?
Monroe Scott.
I can hear it. I can hear it.
And I'm calling the podcast today to issue a challenge from Monroe Scott to his ex-tag team partner,
Why can't I hear it?
Bustos.
I
See,
can't hear you,
it
Bustos.
seems
You're
to
on
have
mute.
come to our attention that Bruno has been putting old promos of
Hello?
my client
Up.
out on social media waves and saying things of he has gained weight. He no longer has cheekbones. I do believe that has offended my clients. And my client has had me call on his behalf to warn Mr. Bustos that a message is coming. And a challenge is also forthcoming. My name is Clarence T. Washington.
Name
And I bid you good day, sirs.
All right. Nice.
Wow.
That Troy.
Yeah.
That sounds
No,
like
it was
no, wait,
Clarence P. Washington.
No, it's Clarence P. Washington. Nice.
No,
amazing.
I didn't even hear it. What was it? I didn't even get to hear it. So
Yeah, well, I didn't
know what the
either.
hell it was.
Because somebody kept talking all the way through.
Yeah,
saying,
the whole
"I can't
thing.
hear, I
But I'm
can't hear."
saying,
Eric face.
no, it didn't even play. I heard I'm Clarence T. Washington, and then it went away. It was nothing. I could hear y'all,
right.
but
I'll
Send
give
it
you
to
the
you.
gist of it.
Really
Clarence P. Washington called.
Oh, P.
Yeah, Clarence
T.
P. Washington.
That's
think it's
better.
T.
No, it's better. It's actually P.
Well, you
Yeah.
couldn't hear it, so how would you know?
Clarence P. Washington, who I've never heard of.
Right.
He's some sort of ambassador of wrestling.
He's an
and
ambassador of wrestling.
He has a client named Monroe Scott,
Mhm.
which is a stupid name. He's calling our podcast about some wrestling thing. He has some beef with his ex-tag team partner, Bruno Bustos. Stupid name. That seems to have come to his attention or something. Anyway, so Clarence P. Washington is calling on behalf of Monroe Scott about Bruno Bustos saying that he doesn't have cheekbones.
I don't have cheekbones anymore.
And this has offended Monroe Scott.
No,
beyond
I
measure.
think he said that Bruno Bustos said that Monroe Scott don't have cheekbones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I gotta rehear that.
Okay.
But I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it.
All right.
Anyway,
if you-
so
if you
he's
could
putting
have
out a
heard it.
warning
Mhm.
about a message and a challenge.
Message and a
then-
challenge is coming forth.
And Clarence P. Washington
Forthcoming.
has bid us all a good day.
That's right. That's
So
pretty.
that's the recap.
pretty
Awesome.
inspired.
Can you send that to me? I would like to hear that.
We'll go ahead and send that to you.
Yeah, it's crazy that you haven't heard it.
No, I haven't. I would like to hear it. If you could send that to me, please.
Nice.
You guys
I'll see what I can do there.
You
Thanks.
guys are good at acting.
Thank you for being a part of our show.
Our craziness.
Yes, you brought some great energy. I appreciate it. Thank you for showing us about astrology, love, and sex. That's awesome. That book is amazing. We have to check it out. And what a great time, guys. We did it all. We did it. We got everything in. It was fun, and we did it in time. Hell yeah.
Yeah, always even better. So, well, wish you guys all a very good week.
Yes, sir. You too, guys. Thank you so much again for joining us, and we'll catch you next week for episode 100. Holy shit.
See you later.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.